We're back. Carolina Sports Radio. I'm Doug.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Justin.
We're back. This is episode 15, guys.
Woo.
15.
1-5.
Wow.
We're almost legal.
Moving right along.
Almost.
Episode 15. This week we have a guest who's going to be making her nice appearance. A friend of the show, I will add.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, very.
And I'm going to let Steven introduce and take it away.
So we have my amazing girlfriend, Sarah Lindsay.
Woo.
I was asked to call her Sarah Lindsay before.
Which is a fact.
I didn't even know her middle name until she just said
a fact I just learned.
We've been dating for almost a year, and she's never told me her middle name. So here we go. I learn something new every day.
He just forgot.
Well, but anyways, she is a friend of the show. She, supports us with everything we do.
Yep.
Her and one of her friends came up with our logo. So we really appreciate everything she has done. And Sarah, Lindsay, whatever you want to be called, take away.
What do you want me to? You were supposed to ask me a question or something first.
Just tell us a little about yourself.
Just tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from New Hampshire.
Oh God.
Yep. I'm one of those people. I've been down here for 7 years now.
Okay, what brought you to North Carolina?
Good old racing.
Racing.
Yep.
Which we're going to talk about this week for the first time on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, second time. We mentioned.
Well,
it
yeah,
last
we
week.
did. We did.
Yeah.
But go a little bit more into it this week.
So what with racing brought you down here?
I went to NASCAR Technical Institute for high performance motorsports,
Hell yeah.
and then did a little work on a cup team, and just continued to live down here.
Okay, sweet. Well, I appreciate you living down here. I got to meet you, so that's awesome.
We are Ray City.
Yeah, we are. What other do you like other sports, or is it just racing, or what's up?
I love me some football.
Okay, who's your team?
New England.
Gross, but keep going. We'll just sky over that.
I will say respect.
It is.
I love me some hockey.
Hockey. Well, who's your team?
Can we
The
guess?
Boston Bruins.
Okay. We have a theme going here.
Yeah.
This show is going
Imagine
downhill
that.
very
Yeah,
quickly.
there's a
I
theme
wonder
going-
what her baseball team is.
Yeah.
Oh, let's take one stab.
Come on.
The Red Sox.
Oh, God.
We were
could-
this close.
You could have jumped on the bandwagon with the Braves if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Hey, I supported y'all.
You did. That you did. So you like some hockey. You like some football. You like basketball.
See, that's where the gray area is. I don't like basketball so much because I'm a tall female, and everyone always is like, "Oh, did you play basketball?" And I'm just like, "No, I didn't."
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Or
So-
were you actually good at basketball? Did you ever play?
No,
ever?
I
Like,
was terrible. So I tried to play in middle school,
Yeah.
and then I broke my tailbone, so I couldn't run around. And then I was like, "Well, this is it."
Yeah. Well,
Played some
there
volleyball,
goes
but-
your WNBA career
Yeah.
right out the window.
Yep.
She was just like, NASCAR it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
I
very.
can sit down and do this. This
Yeah.
is perfect.
Well, I'm not very confrontational either, so it was hard to play basketball because how am I supposed to get in this person's face to keep them from scoring?
So
on
she
me?
wasn't blocking out much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be a perimeter guy.
Yeah.
Then
Or lady. Sorry.
I had to wear a mouth guard, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't even breathe with this. What is this going on in my mouth? So it happens.
All right.
Okay, moving right along.
we're just gonna jump over that one.
Yeah.
It's a family show.
Well, that's cool. So you like most sports. I know you're diehard. Patriots, Bruins, Red Sox,
And she
NASCAR.
should be.
Yeah.
That's where she's from.
Yeah, diehard. And you do support our Carolina Panthers and the Braves.
Yep.
You do support us, so we do appreciate it. You did join the Lake Norman Riot with us.
Yep.
Since you've joined, what's kind of been like? What's your thought of that?
I don't know, I feel like I've been supporting you guys a lot more than me lately.
Yeah.
No, it's super cool. I'm all about, it feels like it's a family. And that's my biggest thing. I moved down here right out of high school. I didn't have a family down here. It was just me. So, especially being a part of the riot, it feels like I have family down here.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what it's all about, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So what you guys got?
Sarah.
Oof.
Oh, I got a good question for her, but
Well,
Fuck off.
I'm just making sure he don't fumble over
It's
there.
my turn. I'm getting set here, guys. I got
got
my
you.
mic in my hands.
He's good,
and everything.
man. He's laid back.
Lay back. All right. So I got a couple questions. So we were talking about, obviously we drink a lot of beer. So if you had to pick a beer, it doesn't have to be domestic. I know we're sitting here drinking some Bud Light.
and whatever Doug's got.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, this is Noda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unicorn something.
But just you go to a bar and they got anything you want.
What's your go-to?
So, I got one, but it's hard to get down here. So, I can only get it in New Hampshire. It's called Rockpile IPA, Tuckerman's Brewery in New Hampshire. That was the first IPA I actually tried and I actually liked, and it opened the doors to others. So that's probably my go-to every time I go up to New Hampshire. I try to bring some back. So
Kind of set your palate up for the IPA kind of world.
yep.
Nice.
But what's your go-to here?
Here, easiest thing is some cold Bud Light.
Okay.
Damn right.
Like I
So-
said, domestic.
Oh,
It's always in the fridge.
Yep.
That's
and,
a
this-
keeper.
and the price is usually right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
every time. Yeah.
So,
All right. My second question. Why didn't you give me any pizza the first time we met?
Actually, I tried so hard, and all you wanted was a burger.
I know. I was giving y'all shit.
I got you pizza.
No,
I had some pasta, and all you wanted was a burger.
Dude, that was a great question. So just to kind of give a backstory on that, the first time we all met, me and Sarah, was after a Panthers game. And she had to leave, and she's like, "Steven, are you gonna be here when I get back?" And I was all cool. I
that
was like,
sounded just like her.
I know. I was like, I don't know. I got stuff going on. I got a life. Whatever. Trying to be all cool.
Yeah.
And I'd stayed because she was cute. So I was like, all right, I'll stick around for a little bit. She comes back, and then we kept drinking. So we're a little intoxicated.
Little bit.
She ordered pizza. Justin has 6 bags of chips on his chest and says, "I want a burger." I was like, "Hey, Justin, we got pizza." And he's like, "I want fucking Burger King."
I want a Burger King.
So that was kind of the backstory on that question.
But why did I have to leave?
To go get your dog
Why didn't I have my dog?
because you went to the race.
Because I went to Bristol
I'm
All
surprised.
Star.
I'm surprised I remember all this.
And I respect that.
Yep.
Been to Bristol several times. There's nothing like it.
Yep.
It's Bristol, baby.
Yep,
Yep.
that is correct.
There it is.
What you got, Doug?
I mean, Steven kind of did it at the beginning, but I threw it over to him. It was just how did you get into NASCAR in general?
So
Which you kind of hit on, but
yeah.
go ahead.
So when I was a kid, so obviously I was born in New Hampshire, and then my dad worked for Roush, and we moved back when I was 4 years old back to New Hampshire. But I think it was when, my dad would go out to the racetrack with his friends, and he said I couldn't go. So out of spite, I'd throw a temper tantrum until he let me finally go. And then it turned into, oh, well, there's no girl drivers. So then we'd go to the racetrack, and we'd count all the girl drivers and just all sorts of stuff. But it's definitely my dad,
Yeah. I mean, and that's how I got into NASCAR. My dad was a mechanic, and he was a huge NASCAR guy. So my whole family, that's how we got into it. So I understand that part of it. Stephen, take a note. She said she pitched a fit, so take a note. Anything she wants, so she pitches a
temper
fit.
tantrum.
Just know.
I've never seen one of those for her ever in my life.
So noted. So, but yeah, I mean, and that was my main question, just how you got into it. And we're probably gonna hit some more NASCAR news later in the show.
Yeah.
But as far as your involvement, that was a question.
Yeah. I got a question for you.
Oof.
Why is there no H at the end of your name?
Ask my mom and dad. Just like why my name's Sarah, not Lindsay. Ask them.
She fucking hates that.
That's like asking why you don't have a PH in your name.
because that's not how you spell Steven. That's Stefan.
Stefan, that's
Yeah,
correct.
PH is F.
That's
not
correct.
V.
That's correct.
So
No, that's correct.
fuck you guys with PHs. They're actually, if you're a Steven, and any Stevens out there will know this.
Yeah.
The V's and the PHs really don't get along. It's
It's
like a war.
It's like a fight.
Yeah.
So it's
like,
a Hatfield McCoys.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you're a V, you're cool. UPH, you're kind of a douche. So I mean,
Wow, I
there's-
never knew this.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, seriously, man.
Hold
like
on,
if
hold on. I gotta note this.
Yeah, if you ever meet a Steven, like me, I'm like V or PH. He's like V.
versus
Yeah, and you're pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like,
we get along automatically.
Okay.
It's like an unspoken agreement. Like we know we got each other's back. It doesn't matter.
I did not know
Like
this.
if I meet a Steven at a bar and there's a bar fight, me and him look at each other, we know. We got
okay.
each other. That's what happens. Just saying. Ask any Steven you know. It happens.
I noted it. All right, so we good? Anything else?
Yeah, I mean,
Sarah, anything else?
Yeah, what got you into football?
Aunt Peggy.
Your Aunt Peggy.
Yeah, so like my mom and my dad always worked on the weekends, and I always had to go to my Aunt Peggy's house, and she babysat me, and she loved her to death, but it was you're either watching football or you're gonna take a nap or something, and you walk in her house, and just like your studio, it's just lined with football stuff. She had the stuffed gorillas with the jerseys on. She had the lockers made up. She had everything.
Was she a Patriots fan?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No questions asked.
Well, you can't hate on that. And she's a big Braves fan too, is she not?
She is, my grandma, she was a really big Braves fan. So, and her, Yeah, so she's always supported them. She also loves the Red Sox, but she also loves the Braves because of my
just,
grandma.
Just for the the family ties.
Mhm.
I get that.
Yep.
And not the show, but the family ties. Yeah.
But again, it should be.
That's family
You're
man.
from that area. You should be that fan.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's the thing with people who come down here, like instance with Sarah, they maintain their loyalties where they're from. They should, which is in kind of a different situation, which is what I always tell you guys with people like me who've been down here before we had professional sports.
Right.
The ones that are irritating to me that they maintain those original ties when you're from this area.
Yeah, because if I moved to Seattle,
You're still going to be a Panther fan.
yeah,
Right.
Now, you might grow to support Seattle.
yeah, I still maybe give them love or whatever,
Exactly.
wherever.
Kind of like what Sarah's done with the Panthers.
yeah,
But she's from that area, so she should maintain those
Yeah.
ties. But there's a lot of people that don't understand that either.
exactly.
So, but I understand that.
So yeah. All right, well, Sarah, you feel good? You feel comfortable? Ready? Pumped?
I think
the,
so.
The fans know who you are,
I
Sarah
hope
Lindsay.
so.
Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna dive right into the Hornets then.
Yep,
Hey.
we're going Hornets.
We're 6-7.
Yeah, it's been a rough road trip, guys.
That West Coast road trip kicked our ass.
Yeah, we got smacked.
We salvaged one last night.
We did.
One.
We
It
did.
was a good win.
And I'll run down real
Go-
quick the
I was gonna
scores
say.
and everything.
Yep.
So since the last podcast, we were at Golden State, lost 92-114. Golden State is a buzzsaw this year.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we
they're-
were in that game. We
Yeah,
were
we were.
in it.
We
We were
were.
in that game. Just
It just, I mean, Golden State's just on
Yep.
another level.
Yep.
And they're not even fully healthy.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
killing everybody.
Yep.
Went against Sacramento, which is a team we should have beat.
probably should have won that
Lost
game.
by 30, 140-110.
Got thumped.
The Clippers, still a good team. They're not fully healthy either with Kawhi being
We
out.
were in that one.
Yep. We lost 120-106.
Yep.
The Lakers, we did take them to overtime. Lost by 3.
Yep.
I mean LaMelo Ball. I mean he had triple double. Rozier did drop 29 off the bench.
Yep.
I think he came off the bench. But we took them to the test. LeBron didn't play. And we're not going to get into LeBron. I know people don't like him.
We will later.
He is a
We will later.
he is a hell of a player though.
Oh,
He's on the court.
absolutely.
So
Still a douche.
for us to take this team without LeBron to overtime, we'll
Yeah.
take it. And then we did beat Memphis. Was it last night? 118-108.
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was.
You talked about Melo, and they did in that Laker game. He was the second, or I guess the youngest player in 40 years to get a 25, 15, and 10 game.
No shit.
Yep.
Wow.
So, hey, Melo's balling.
Hey, the boy can ball.
Get it? Did you get that?
Yeah.
Balling.
Yeah. I get that.
So-
I like that.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, the Hornets. Man, the thing that's bothering me about the Hornets is it seems like they're having defensive breakdowns.
Oh, that's it.
I mean, look at the games that we've lost that have been big loss. I mean, it's like we don't just lose, man. We lose by 30.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way we should lose by 30 to the Kings.
Right. Yeah. If we lost at 30 to the Warriors.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So,
Okay.
I mean, I think this team is going to have those peaks and valleys this year. But I do think as the season gets going, they're going to get playing better.
Yeah.
As a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Oubre's the man.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we dropped.
You saw what he did last night.
Dropped 37 last night.
And that was like a
Oh,
record
that's
for the Hornets.
Yeah, it was a franchise record.
Most points off the bench.
Mhm.
So I mean that guy's balling. So I do think they're going to be fine. But that was a brutal road trip.
Yeah, it was. I mean, hopefully put some hair on their chest. They're a young team.
Yeah.
I mean, like Doug kind of pointed out, we can score points.
Mhm.
I think we're one of the tops in scoring offensive wise, but we're also one of the worst defensive wise for
Gotta
scoring.
play defense, man.
I mean, that's the name of the game.
I feel like as a team we're kind of small. Like I know we play small ball a lot
right,
of it.
right.
We really don't have any big guys, and when we go up and face these guys like Anthony Davis,
Yeah,
like who are you putting on him? Plumlee?
You don't have anybody.
you don't have
Like-
anybody, and I'm pretty sure he fouled out too.
Yeah.
He did.
So
And Davis, I think he had 32 that game too, so
Yeah.
he tore us up. But I mean, I think we can fix some of the stuff. We've had some injuries. Rozier, he's been injured a lot.
Right.
mhm.
He played well the other night.
Yeah.
He's getting back into the swing
Yep.
of things.
So hopefully, we start mellowing out and start playing some good basketball.
Mellowing out.
Yeah, I
I
like
like
that.
that.
Ooh.
That was
I-
good. You didn't even know you did that.
Yeah, y'all just started talking about.
Oh, wow.
He didn't.
I love it, man.
He didn't get it though.
Just play it off.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, sorry, he meant to do that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And just kind of throw it out our two best players right now. Ball is averaging 20.4 points a game, 7 assists, 6.6 rebounds. Bridges is averaging 22.3 and 7.4
that
rebounds.
dunk he had last night.
Oh
was-
my God.
was freaking unbelievable.
And that was prior to the Memphis game actually, because
Yeah.
I made some notes. So, beforehand because we had to push the podcast back, but that's fine. All right. Anything else, Hornets guys?
No.
Guys feel good?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the schedule's looking a little bit better coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe they could make up some of those losses, but I think the Hornets are going to be fine, barring injuries. I do know Hayward's playing well,
He
and
is.
let's all cross our fingers. He's playing well, and he's banged up. He's banged
Yeah,
up.
There you go. Thank you.
Reverse.
Don't say the H word.
Reverse the curse.
not for him.
So,
Reverse the
but
curse.
but I think we'll be okay. You know, on down the line. I mean, it's early in the season still.
Right.
But so far, hey, you know, they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah,
So,
you got a little showtime on them, and then we do have the Knicks. We're playing, I think, in New York.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
At 7, and they're 7-5. And
Yeah, they're not bad.
And they're a good team in the East.
Yep.
Julius Randle ain't no slouch, so he might eat us alive down low.
Yeah, that's just one of those games. I mean, you need to win.
Mhm.
It's in the conference. You need
Yep.
to win. So.
And Kemba too.
Yep. So.
All right.
Anything else, Hornets? We good?
Good.
All right, now we're gonna go to Canes.
Canes. Well,
Canes is playing, man.
that's one of our teams that can get it.
We finally
Yeah.
took an L,
Yeah.
but I think it was an L that was probably needed.
Yeah. And it wasn't like it was against a terrible team.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
You
So-
know, the Panthers. You
Yeah.
ever heard of those guys?
Yeah. Not
We don't like those Panthers,
they're a little down south.
but they're good. And you know, so what are we 10-1-0 right now?
Yeah. 10-1-0.
We did take care of the two-time defending Lightning
Yep.
the other night in overtime. That was a pretty good game. I don't know if you guys watched that. That was a back and forth game.
I mean, and then Lightning, they've been our kryptonite too.
Absolutely. So that's a
So-
good win. But Canes are looking good right now.
Yeah.
Where do we got the Flyers next?
Yeah. Yeah, we have the Flyers next. Just to kind of run down, since the last podcast, we did beat the Blackhawks 4-3.
Right.
We did lose to the Panthers 5-2, and then like Doug said, we did win 2-1 against the Lightning in overtime. I mean, and Svestikov, I can't fucking say
You
his
say it
name.
every
It
podcast.
doesn't matter. Yep.
I like the way he says
Yep.
it.
Fuck, I can't say
You know
his
why?
name.
Because it's original.
He does leave some points still with 15. Anderson goalie is 9-1, so he.
I mean, he's
Anderson's
stepping up, though.
Anderson's playing good, man. He's playing really good. And like Justin said, next game is Friday against Philadelphia.
Yep.
They are 6-3-2 as of this podcast.
Yep.
So
So hey, anything else? Anything else, Canes guys? Good. They're rolling.
do you have anything about the watch parties or anything like that?
Well, we do have, and appreciate that. We
Yeah.
do have two coming up back to back. There's one tomorrow night at 7:00, and it is at H2 Public House.
My man, look at that.
I always forget, I struggle with that
That's
one,
cool, man.
but it is in Cornelius. You guys that have been, and we've had pretty good turnouts. But the next two nights, Friday and Saturday, there will be watch parties. I know that's kind of hard for some people to go back to back, and then later on we'll talk about that we have a watch party with the Panthers as well coming up that weekend. So it's a busy weekend as far as watch parties and the groups we're involved in.
Definitely.
So tomorrow night, you guys come out and support us at H2 Public House and Canes.
Yeah. Fuck you, Philly. Fuck a team.
Fuck team.
All right.
Canes gone. College basketball.
College basketball. It's back.
It's back, man.
Oh my gosh.
And actually, we've been asked, could we cover, women's basketballs too?
Mhm.
And we're trying to do that. So I'll just start out this segment with the, teams that we follow.
Yeah.
Charlotte started out 1-0 in their first women's basketball game the other day. They're 1-0.
Awesome.
And the Tar Heels also started out 1-0.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So both teams 1-0. I haven't kept up with any of the other female teams, but I do think Florida, checking because of my daughter, they won their first game too. So I know they're all three 1-0.
Nice.
What? Well, Tar Heels, they got their first one.
Heels.
Played Heel. Yeah. Played Loyola MD, I think I'm in Maryland.
That would be Maryland.
Yep. So, set the tone. We did win 83-67. Caleb Love looked good out there with 22 points.
Yep.
And then we got Brady Manick.
Your boy.
Yeah. Shout out to actually our friend of the show, Mark. He told me about him a couple months ago. He sent me a
Transfer.
thing. Yeah, transfer from
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
good, Oklahoma.
I mean, the dude says he loves shooting threes, and he can kill some threes.
Oh, yeah.
He dropped 20 points. Herb got his first win
Mm-hmm.
as a head coach. So, hey, everything's feeling good. And if you've never seen a picture of Brady Manick, Doug, have you ever looked at his picture on
Yeah.
ESPN?
Oh, yeah.
He looks like a young Larry Bird. And not saying playing wise.
kinda does.
But
Yep.
just his face looks like Larry Bird.
He got like the old stash.
Yeah, got the old stash.
the
Yeah,
long hair.
Larry Bird, Sarah. We talked about this.
Larry Bird.
Talked about the Celtics.
Hey, Bird was the man.
He was.
Now Jordan was the GOAT,
Yeah, but Bird was the man.
but Bird was the man. And you know, a funny thing about, I'm glad you brought Bird up.
Yeah.
One of the things, if you go back and you watch some of those old interviews with some of those like Magic and all those guys back in that era, I know y'all weren't born, but anyway, they always talk about what a talker Bird
Oh,
was.
dude.
They
Yeah.
said that dude talked some serious trash when he played.
They said like at an All-Star game, he's like, I'm not even gonna take my jacket off, and then won. Like his
That's how
warm-up
he
jacket,
is.
he's like, I don't need to take my
Well, you
warm-up
see
jacket
that
off.
3-point contest where
Yeah.
he shoots the ball and he puts his finger up before it even goes
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
I mean, that dude was the man.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not even taking my jacket off. I'm going to go in it, and he won the 3-point contest.
Yep.
A dude was a man, and I think he told somebody that was guarding him, was like, I'm gonna shoot with my left hand, and like end up dropping like 46.
Damn.
God.
Like,
I just think it's funny how they talked about what a crap talker he was.
yeah, he was, man. He was. And then our next game is Friday for the Tar Heels. We got off track a little bit against Brown. I
Right.
think that's an Ivy League school.
Right.
But our first true test will be on the 20th of November against Purdue, who is ranked number 7th.
Yep.
Is
Is that the ACC Big Ten Challenge?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So that's gonna be a good test. If we can beat them, definitely moving the rankings with that. We're sitting at 19 right now, which is pretty low for a Tar Heel basketball
Yeah.
team.
I just think there's a lot of unknown.
Yeah, it is. With
Yeah.
Herb being,
Yep.
with Roy being gone,
Yep.
Herb his first year, you don't know.
Right.
I'm like I said, I'm loving this Brady Manic transfer.
Yep.
I'm really loving that. He's
Where did you
just-
transfer from?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. So he's a senior forward. So anything else, Tar Heels guys? Like, you got anything else to add to it?
Well, I did want to shout this out now, and I apologize to Niner Nation. Talking about the women's basketball team, our head coach became the all-time wins leader
Oh shit!
with her win, 176 wins at Charlotte. So hey, I'm gonna try this. I'll let you guys look at it. I know her first name's Cara.
Okay.
You want to take a stab at that last name? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Cara
Consuega.
Consuega? Is that it?
Consuela?
So I like that.
Consuegra.
So she is now the all-time winningest coach at Charlotte.
Sounds
so
legit.
hey,
You want to let Justin try to read it?
you want to go for it, big guy?
Oh no, whatever she said.
I
sounded
like what
good.
Sarah Lindsay said.
I forgot the R though.
Consuegra.
Consuegra.
Consuela.
Consuego.
Consuegra.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations,
Name and pledge.
because that's an accomplishment, man, and that should be noted. So
Yeah, definitely.
go Niners, and the Niners are picked to win Conference USA
Sweet.
this year, and we have a I think Player of the Year. So
Nice.
way to go Niners. Niners men did open up with a win as well against Monmouth, who is coached by. Do you two know who coaches Monmouth?
Can you give me a hint?
They're Tar Heels, two of them.
Shame.
Nope,
I-
he's with
I know,
us.
I know it is.
King Rice
Mm.
and J.R. Reed.
Wow. Well, look at that.
So Niners took him down by 2 the other night. So hey, Niners 1-0 starting out as well.
Hell
So hey, so far both my teams looking good. And I'm gonna say this about college basketball, Justin. You jump in, and I mean it pains me to say this. All right. There are two teams that I hate in college basketball, and it is hate 1 and hate 2, and that is of course Duke and Kentucky.
Yeah.
Being a Tar Heel fan, of course, y'all probably agree.
Yes.
I watched them the other night. They played.
Yep.
Duke looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, they won 79-71.
Kentucky looked good too.
Mhm.
It was a good game, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you, Duke looked pretty solid.
That damn freshman they got, Trevor Keels.
Heels rhymes with heels.
Yeah, and he should have went to the Heels.
Dude, he looked like a monster
Yeah.
underneath.
I mean, 20,
Well-
25 points, man.
It's Coach K's last year.
Yeah.
They're gonna come out and ball. Like
Well, later on in the year in our episodes, I'm gonna have there'll be a conspiracy theory for me out there on that.
Oh, I already can tell you.
You
what
know
it
where
is
I'm
gonna be.
going,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. His
So,
last ride.
As Heels
Oh, yeah.
fans, we can already know that the NCAA is probably going to
Manning.
do everything they can in their power for him to win it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching those games closely, especially when Duke
Yeah.
plays us.
Well, they get calls anyway.
Oh yeah, but
so-
it's probably be absurd.
So their flopping will be, overlooked this year.
We'll probably have to play 5-on-3.
Oh, I'm sure. So I mean,
Damn.
with the respect that I threw to Duke, they look good.
Yeah,
But we'll see how it goes this year.
definitely.
So there you go. We'll address that later
Yeah.
on.
I mean, anything else college basketball? I didn't get too big in it.
yeah.
A lot of teams haven't played yet either.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
early.
Only thing I had was UNC basketball. That
No.
Yep.
All right. Well, now we got college football. Still in college.
I'm glad somebody changed the channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
getting pretty ugly.
Yeah.
Dude, we have no offensive
So
line.
do you want to do a quick Heels update?
It was 17-0.
Yeah, we're doing this show as the Pittsburgh North Carolina Tar Heel games going on, and it's 17-0 Pittsburgh.
11 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah, so not looking good.
No.
Sam Howell's probably been sacked twice.
You know,
Three times.
At least 4 times.
And Carolina coming off a huge win over undefeated Wake.
Yeah.
Huge win.
Yeah, 58-55.
And you come out here in Pittsburgh and you're laying an egg.
Yep.
So
So
take it
yeah.
away, guys.
Sam Howell, he played pretty well against Wake. Like I said, we did win 58-55.
It was a basketball score.
Yeah, they were ranked number 9th at the time when we beat them. He did go for 16 for 26, 216, a touchdown, along with 21 rushes, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So Sam Howell, he played pretty well.
Yeah, I was surprised by his rushing.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean, he can run the ball, man. He's not.
Yeah.
He ain't no slouch running the ball.
Right.
yeah.
So
He's having to. He's on a run for his life.
yeah, I mean, he's had multiple games over 100 yards.
So
Already.
does the Panther offensive line moonlight as the Tar Heel offensive line as well?
yeah.
But
Because
worse.
they're both horrible.
No, this one's even worse. The Tar Heels offense,
With the exception of
Moten.
Moten. Moten is the man.
Yeah.
Tar Heels are even worse.
Oh, my
man.
God, it's terrible.
Well, speaking of his rushing,
Yeah,
we also had another guy who went fucking crazy,
yeah,
and that's Ty Chandler.
yeah,
22 attempts, 213 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
yeah,
Right.
man.
He
That was,
went off.
that was a day.
Yeah, I mean, we needed that. Get some
Yeah.
pressure off Howell a little bit.
Well, the thing that sucks about it, I mean, of course, we're going to pull for the Tar Heels, but, then again, it messes up Wake's, playoff chances,
Yeah, I mean-
which sucks. But what kind of chance did they really have anyway?
Exactly.
But it was not a conference loss. Y'all
It
do know
wasn't-
that,
yeah,
right?
it was a
It
non-conference.
was actually considered to be, an out-of-conference game.
which is kind of weird. Like
Yeah.
I've never seen a conference
It's-
game be
Right.
out of conference. Doesn't make any sense.
So technically, Wake is still undefeated in the ACC.
yeah,
So
I've never seen something like that happen
yeah,
before.
it's happened a couple of times. The way the I guess because of the divisions,
Oh,
it's happened that way.
oh, okay.
But this one just happened to be out of conference technically.
Of course. So it doesn't help the Tar Heels in the ACC and it
No.
didn't hurt Wake.
Yeah.
Our board downs. I mean, he only had 4 receptions for 35 yards.
Yeah,
He didn't do a whole lot.
little bit of a down game.
Yeah, Downs was down. But Cameron Kelly on
Jones on a
defense.
roll.
We never talk about the defense. Cameron Kelly, 2 picks
Yeah.
on Hartman.
And the Fox brothers on that team are pretty good.
mhm.
Yep.
I know there's one outside linebacker and then one's a defensive end or something, but they're pretty good too.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to touch on Wake. I mean, I've talked about Sam Hartman a lot. He did go for 25 for 51, 398 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks, obviously, to Kelly. And then 78 rushing yards for 2 touchdowns. So, I mean, Sam Hartman, he's making a name for himself this year. Nobody was talking about, obviously, nobody's talking about Wake, and nobody was talking about him.
Right.
I mean, 4 months into the season, 3 months into the season, he's looking like maybe a first-round pick.
He's having a good year.
So, and then since I always do a kicker for Wake
Well,
Forest.
I was going to say, do we have an update?
Yeah, he went 202, field goal. 42 was his longest. I don't think he can kick long. And he went 7 for 7 for extra points.
I was going to say it's a 60-60 game.
Yeah.
We're
So-
challenging you. Next game, we challenge you to kick a 60-yarder.
No,
Or-
or
or-
a 50-yarder.
I bet a 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Because 42
I went-
seems to be his max.
Yeah.
I went big.
Yeah. Oh, can you hit a 75-yarder?
Yeah.
Let's see it. So,
So-
but, I mean, that we kind of started talking about him because we are kicking woes, which doesn't seem like
And Gonzalez is
knock on
kicking,
wood.
man.
Gonzalez is playing
He's
well.
playing well. So we'll address that later.
Yep.
But yeah, I agree with you, Stephen. He might have found a kicker.
Yeah.
And a punter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Definitely.
both of them from Arizona.
Hey.
Who we play this week.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, fuck them. But obviously, Carolina's got Pittsburgh next. Wake Forest does have NC State, which is going to be a big
That should
game
be
in
a
the
big
ACC.
game.
In the
Yep.
ACC.
Yep.
I think Wake dropped down to 13th, and NC State is now like 17th. Or
Yeah,
16th.
they were 19th, right?
Yeah, they're up there in the mid-teens.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a good game. State did win 28-14 against Florida State. Leary, since I did talk about him a lot, 21-32, 314, 4 touchdowns, just 1 pick.
Yep.
That's not bad.
Leary's played good.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to give him credit. I mean, I do think these prospects that I'm talking about, maybe somebody the Panthers might be looking at. That's why I'm trying to talk to them,
Mm-hmm.
talk about them. So, I mean, we might be in the quarterback market, kicker market. We don't know. Offensive line market.
Hey, you never know.
Our first pick should be an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Our
A
second
left
pick should be an
tackle.
But do not look at the Tar Heels. For the love of God, do not look at the Tar Heels.
I don't think we'll have to worry about that. So
Pittsburgh did beat Duke. They smacked the shit out of
Yeah,
them.
they smacked them.
54-29.
Aw.
There you go. There's your Duke update.
Aw.
Clemson did beat Louisville 30-24.
And Clemson's bowl eligible now. So I mean they're there, man.
Yeah, they'll play in the freaking Meineke
Right.
Car Bowl. If that's even around anymore.
Anything? I'm just gonna do a Niner update.
He's got
What you got?
App.
Who you got? App? You want to go app?
Sure, I'll go app.
All right.
I'll go to app. I'm not smart, but I'll go to app.
Well, then you'll fit right in.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Wow, you just lobbed that up to him, man. You
Damn,
just
dog.
lobbed that up.
Did
to
I
him.
just slam that one or what?
Jesus Christ.
Well, you know what app did this week? They won
Of course they did.
48-14.
Who'd they play?
They played Arkansas State.
Oh, okay.
I did a Bryce update last week. He really didn't play that great. I think he had a touchdown and a pick. So I mean, I don't even think he had over 200 yards passing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't look like he needed to pass
Yeah,
with that score.
Yeah.
but their next game is against South Alabama, and they are a 22.5 point favorite
Oh,
over them. So
wow.
also you talked about Clemson,
Right.
but real quick, South Carolina won over Florida. Sorry, Doug.
Yeah, and that was nasty. Sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, and then
Wow. That's surprising.
It was a beat down.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, it
was,
was ugly.
40-17. Yeah.
Damn.
And I mean, where's that been for South Carolina all year?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they struggled to beat Vanderbilt at home by 1.
Yeah, no shit.
So it was a beat down.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Coastal won 28-8 to Georgia Southern, and East Carolina won against Temple 45-3.
Right.
Wow.
So they smacked them.
All right. So the Charlotte update, homecoming.
Yeah.
We were down by 10 late in the fourth quarter, and came back and won the game in overtime.
Wow.
So the Niners pulled it out. It was a crazy game, man. I wish you guys actually would have been there.
Yeah.
It was. I will say this: it was freaking cold, wind blowing. It was rough. So you probably wish you weren't there. But the Niners did pull out a homecoming win. Puts us at 5 wins. We need one more to be bowl eligible.
Okay, sweet.
This week we are at La Tech, and we are 6-point underdogs, and it will be quarterback Chris Reynolds' birthday.
Oh shit.
So maybe they can pull that out for the birthday and become bowl eligible.
No kidding.
So, but it'd be a big game for the Niners this week, 3:30. And guys, check it out. I know Nut Brewery is having a Niner watch party for this game, 3:30. So if you can make it out, support the Niners, go on out and do that. But hey, way to go Niners! Way to pull out. I mean, at that point in that game, I never thought they'd pull this game out, but they did, and it was a big win.
Yeah,
So,
no kidding.
Hopefully
Congrats.
we could get bowl eligible in the next couple of weeks. For them, the way they were at one point, they were 4-2, and then they started losing big. If they could become bowl eligible, I'd be pretty happy with that.
Oh hell yeah,
So,
definitely.
But yeah, man. So way to go Niners.
Yep. I'm just gonna give a national update, just the top, the new top 5. Georgia, number 1. Alabama, sweet home Alabama.
Don't sue.
Number 2. Yeah, don't sue. Number 3 is the Oregon Ducks. Number 4, Ohio State Buckeyes. And number 5, your Cincinnati Bearcats. So, I will update Justin.
We suck.
You guys won.
But
We won.
did they win?
They won,
They
but
won.
they ain't winning a fucking championship.
But have you looked to see what bowl they might be eligible for? Because I challenged you to do that. So,
No.
so next podcast, give me speculate where you think they might
Duke's
end up.
Mayo Bowl.
Yeah, the Belk Bowl.
Hold
I
on.
don't know.
I got one more thing, guys. I meant to add. I'm so sorry. This is pretty. I think this is impressive personally. Chris Reynolds, quarterback for Charlotte. He was a walk-on, guys. Got no major offers from any school or anything. He is a semifinalist for I think it's the Burlsworth Award, which is a person who started as a walk-on
Oh,
and
cool.
is now a starter.
Kudos to
He's
him.
been a 4-year starter and had no major offers and walked on at Charlotte. That's pretty big.
Hell yeah. Good for
So
him, man.
hopefully he could pull that award away. So just wanted to make sure we mentioned that. So good luck to you, Chris.
Nice.
Definitely, dude. Definitely. All right. Anything else college football at all? Or forever hold your peace? Or your piss?
No, I
piss-
think we
piece.
covered it all.
You're pissed.
And if you,
I'm holding
can we do a quick update?
Do we want to?
Tar Heel update since the game is on.
Still 17-0.
17
Yeah.
nothing.
There's your
and
update.
Pitt's got the ball and Tar Heel sucked.
Yeah. That's
right.
bad. All right, I think we're going into.
So we're going to NASCAR.
We're going left.
So our guest is going to be probably leading this segment. I would agree. Would you guys agree with
Yeah,
that?
I got to step away for a minute.
Oh
So-
Lord, we know where he's going. Pit stop.
Yep. Yeah. Going to go take a piss stop.
So yeah, we're going into NASCAR, and the main reason we're going to do that is, of course, the championship was last week, and we all had a little wager going here where we drew names out of the hat, and which I still think was fixed.
Who'd you
but
get, Doug?
Whatever, man. I got Denny effing Hamlin, and by the way, that's his new middle name.
Yeah, effing.
Again, respect him as a driver, guys. I've never, not respected his abilities. I just think he's a bit of a whiner, and he proved me right last week. But yeah, we had the championship happen this week, and hey, man, to nobody's surprise, I think the hottest driver in the circuit won the championship. And I will say, our guest pulled his name out of the hat. Is that correct, Sarah?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, she got
That would be
she got
Kyle
the dub.
Larson.
Kyle Larson. Who did Steven get?
Oh, he
Elliott?
got
Elliott,
he got
yeah.
Chase Elliott, who's
Yeah.
defending champion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Chase
before we
Elliott.
talk any more NASCAR, can I say something?
Sure,
Yeah.
I
You
have
got
the
the mic.
mic, so I can say it anyway.
do it,
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
We need to all channel our inner Ben
Oh, boy.
Rhodes when we talk about NASCAR because that interview,
I'm
post-race, post-champion, was
It was a treat.
perfect.
I'm pissed. Is that what he said?
I'm pissed.
I'm pissed.
It was pretty. Yeah, it's pretty blunt.
He also said, "It ain't happening, Mama Jamma."
Yeah. When's the last time you heard Mama Jamma used in an interview?
Mhm.
That was an interview, dude.
It
Like-
was.
That was an interview.
He's back.
Oh, you got something about Ben Rhodes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Shit, wait a
probably
sec.
one of the
Let me jump in
greatest
there.
interviews I've
Yeah.
ever seen in
Yeah,
my
we are-
entire life.
We already passed it. We're done with it.
No, wait a second. Ben Rhodes is my man. Ben Rhodes, if you're ever listening to this, you're my new favorite truck driver.
He is a spirit
And
animal.
I hope he gets to the cup.
I'm pissed.
He'll get there.
But yeah, so we were talking about who we picked, who we drawed.
Yeah.
So you got Elliott.
Yeah.
I got Truex.
Came in
Doug got
fourth.
Hamlin,
Thank you.
and then Sarah got the champ.
Look at you. You're always winning shit all the time.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just fitting
Yeah.
that she won.
Yeah.
I finished third. Thanks, Denny, for nothing.
I'm
Thanks,
just,
thanks for losing me $10, you sack
Yeah.
of
Thanks,
shit.
Denny.
I'm just
Yeah, hey.
glad.
I'm really changing my opinion.
I'm just glad we went through the hat thing because I had a hard time picking who I wanted
Yeah,
to
that-
pull
that'd
for.
been a hard-
Well, I mean, I was pulling for Larson. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
I
was.
got exactly who I wanted. I mean, I like Truex, but he came in second, so I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't too far off.
That was
Yeah.
my biggest thing was I was stuck between Larson and Truex.
Yeah.
I mean, Truex is. I'm fine with Truex, and I don't have a problem with Chase Elliott. Even though I'm a Harvick fan and their little squat they were going through.
All right.
But Chase Elliott's a good driver. I mean, I don't have a problem with him, but him and the old man fighting, that kind of hits me a little bit in the heart. So, but no, man, I don't have a problem with just Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a driver. He just comes across to me as a little bit of a whiner. That's it.
Yeah. Well, that's just kind of how it goes.
But I'm gonna tell you,
sometimes.
like we talked about, before we went live, he's in it every year.
Yeah, you can't deny the talent.
Guy can drive,
If
man.
you just quit being a little bitch.
Just hush,
sometimes.
dude,
Yeah,
hush.
Quit being a little bitch sometimes.
You know what I've always wondered?
What's that?
How do people pick their drivers?
It's weird. That is actually a good question. And,
Like-
and Sarah, I want you to chime in on this.
There's not like a
but-
draft.
Well, a lot of times you will find this hard to believe, and Sarah knows this. A lot of times it's where they're from, because NASCAR is a southern deal.
Yeah.
So a lot of people down here are going to pick the southern guy.
Right.
Some people, believe it or not, they'll actually pick a driver based on who their main sponsor is. Like a Budweiser driver.
No, yeah.
People will be like, "Oh, that's my guy."
I get that. I mean, my dad was a Junior fan,
Right.
so I grew up kind of a Junior fan.
Right, I
Like
mean-
I always liked Junior.
Yeah,
You know
my
what I mean?
mom.
June bug.
Jesus, my mom was Earnhardt. She
yeah.
fucking loved
I mean,
Earnhardt.
he was the man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Dale Senior was the man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was.
But I mean, we get that. Like, you had Dell Senior, and then you had Junior. So a lot of people moved
Moved
to
to
that.
Junior.
Well,
Yeah.
with it, especially the way, unfortunately, the
happened.
way he passed.
Mhm.
Right.
Naturally, that fan base just gravitated over to Junior.
Right.
But like nowadays I like Truex. I don't know why I like Truex, but I just like Truex.
Truex is cool.
I
don't
used
have
to
a problem
like
with
Jimmy
Truex.
Johnson. Jimmy Johnson was a hell of a driver.
Jesus Christ, and he was the driver.
He was
Yeah.
he was the man, and again, I'll be honest, and Sarah respects this. I could not stand him.
Why? Because he kept
He
winning.
seemed like a corporate robot to me.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
But was he a good driver?
Yeah.
and the fact that you drive for Hendrick, you got the best equipment.
Mm.
I mean, you do. Look at Larson.
Yeah.
Larson's been a hell of a driver for years, but he hadn't had the equipment. You get him in a Hendrick car,
Look at him now.
look at him now.
Yep.
So
He's a fucking champ.
there you go.
That's just always been my I used to pick them off of like paint schemes
Yeah.
And I think people do that too.
because oh, that's a cool car. I'll pull for that guy.
And that's big business now.
Well, the big
The
thing too
different- the different
around
paint
here
schemes.
is like people who you know. Like, do you know these race shops and stuff?
See,
Right.
that's the
Yeah.
biggest
And
thing for me.
And I think that's where Sarah was going to go.
When I was a kid, I always pulled for Casey Kane or whoever had the most beautiful eyes. And then once I got into racing,
that's how I pick my guys.
Yeah.
yeah,
the one with the big butt.
yeah. But then once I got into racing and I was around it, it was like, oh, my friend works on this person's
Yeah.
team, so I'm gonna cheer for him. Like, for example, I had problems picking because I have people who work with Truex.
Right.
Yeah.
Or when Truex won the Coca-Cola 600, we were in the driver's lot drinking beers with him, and he's talking to me about the Busch North days, and I wish I could race people like Brad Layton, who I know personally,
Right.
over any of these people any day. So it's like, to me now, it's more harder than anything to pick one driver.
Well,
But
for you, it's a little bit different too because you have a personal connection with
Right.
these people.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I think Justin's mainly talking about, say, just not even a casual fan, but just a fan that doesn't have those connections.
Yeah.
How do you
Right.
pick somebody?
Yeah.
I think winning is one way people pick.
Yeah.
Of
I mean,
course.
A
Of
lot of
course.
people are Harvick fans now.
Of course,
like,
of course.
Or
Well, see, and it's also the car company too.
Yeah.
Like if I'm a Ford, if I'm
Well,
a Ford driver and I
And
love
that's,
Ford,
that's the big thing.
like I'm gonna pick a Ford guy.
Right.
So like Harvick, he's a Ford guy. Now.
Yeah.
I love Harvick.
Well, see, like my
When
I have my brother. He was the same way. He was a Ford guy.
yeah,
So whoever drove a Ford, he was a Ford guy.
yeah,
And then like somebody with Harvick, like example, Harvick used to be a Chevrolet driver,
Mhm.
and then he goes, and Sarah will tell you, Tony Stewart was a big Chevrolet
Mhm.
Pontiac guy.
Yep.
Then he owns a team, and they go to Ford. Of course, why do they go to Ford? Because Ford gives them the money.
the money. Yep.
And then Harvick goes to a Ford.
Mhm.
It's almost like, oh my God, he's driving a Ford.
Right.
That used to be huge.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
And I'm glad
definitely.
you brought that up, Steve, because that was, you were committed to a manufacturer.
Because that's why I love Carl Edwards when I was like
Heck of a driver.
when I was younger. He
And a
was Ford.
nice guy, by the way.
Yeah,
I
he-
met him. He's
he-
very nice guy.
Right. He's a Ford driver. He was a good guy. He raced well. I was like, I love Carl Edwards.
he used to kill it.
Yeah. What you got, sir?
we're gonna talk about the champions.
Let's
the
talk
stats.
about
Oh,
it.
yeah. Run him down.
So for our truck series, like I said, my spirit animal, Ben
Mhm.
Rhodes.
No, definitely.
For Xfinity, Daniel Hemrick. Super happy for him.
Oh yeah.
And for the Cup, obviously Larson.
Yep.
If it would went any other way, he would have been super surprising. But
Mhm.
he completely dominated this season.
He did.
Yeah,
He did. And he deserved it.
hmm
I mean, he proved that he was the best driver out there, had the best car, best equipment, whatever. He proved it, man. And
Yeah.
but it goes back to what I said. Larson's always been a good driver. He just hadn't had the equipment.
Right.
Put him in the equipment, look what happens. So,
Yeah. Oh my God! Wait, hey,
hey, my God, update. Tar Heel score.
was it Downs?
The Downs?
Woo!
And yeah.
Nice.
And, yeah. Hey, we'll take it. 76 yards too.
Yep. So go ahead, sir.
Anything else NASCAR you got?
We got some stats.
Well,
Give me some stats.
Keep throwing at us.
All right, so I got one for Hemrick. Actually, got two for Hemrick.
All right.
He finished runner-up in 10 times prior to his first win, and he's tied with the Xfinity record with Dale Jarrett.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Dale Jarrett.
But one that I found really interesting is he's the first driver in all 3 NASCAR series to get a first win of the season to win a title in winner-takes-all final era.
That's pretty cool.
Mm.
I
That's
got to be
crazy.
honest, that's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
The only other update I had, we talked about, you and I talked about the Rookie of the Year award.
hmm
And Chase Briscoe won that award. And we had talked about this. He actually won that award in 3 different series. Truck, Xfinity, and, and Monster Sprint Car
Yeah.
or NASCAR. So that's a pretty cool accomplishment for him. And that's actually back-to-back Rookie of the Years for Stuart Haas.
Yeah.
Last year, as I said, we had Cole Trickle. No, we joked about that. So, but that's back-to-back Rookie of the Years for Stuart Haas. So that's pretty sweet. So, anything else NASCAR?
Any more stats?
Larson had 10 wins this season. He's the first to reach 10 wins in a championship since Jimmy in 07.
Okay.
And that's pretty impressive.
Think what you did, Jimmy. Think what you did, Jimmy.
But another really cool one was it's been 25 years since the
right.
5 car won the championship,
Okay.
which was the year I was born.
Wow.
Which was Terry Labonte.
Yep.
Wow.
So,
All right.
Yep.
so there's your nice car update.
I just
Nice
wanted to
Gary.
say real quick, I don't really like the way they do the points now.
Well,
Yeah.
and
I think we talked about
I'm
that.
so glad he brought that up, Sarah, because I was going to ask you, being that we follow it, and that's part of what Denny Hamlin was complaining about.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, I agree with what he was complaining about because the point system does suck.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It needs to be. Justin, you're 100% right.
I don't know why they changed it because I feel like 10 years ago it was nice.
Well,
Yeah,
it used
like-
to be, you just collected points the whole year, and then
Yeah.
the champion was the champion.
Right.
And then they wanted to go to a quote-unquote playoff.
Yeah, to make it more interesting at
Right,
the end of
right.
the year.
Because at the end of the year, somebody could have clinched the championship 2 races before the end of the season.
And then what's the point of watching the
Exactly.
end of the year?
so they
Or
wanted to.
were,
right.
Or
Well,
they
yeah.
were just riding around in the back because they knew they were
Eh,
safe
exactly.
and
Mhm.
people were protecting their
So I get the playoff thing, but I agree with you, Justin. You're 100% right.
But what's the point of
It's just
Of
I don't
him
like
winning
it.
10 races.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything, did it?
I mean, he won the championship
But
regardless. But like last year, Harvick won 9
Yeah.
races.
Harvick won 9,
And he didn't even make the playoffs,
Didn't
did
even he didn't even make the final
They
4.
make the final 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, again, Justin, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
That to me, you got to put more emphasis on the wins.
right.
You have to, and I
Mhm.
don't know that NASCAR's done that.
Right.
I mean,
So-
in my eyes, you just win 2 or 3 races and you're good.
Or get away from the points. Just go by based off wins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoever has the most wins at the end of the year, there it is.
Right,
You
right.
went. You get it.
Yeah.
Like that board game I have that's the NASCAR game I got from Goodwill.
Yeah.
Whoever has the most wins at the end wins.
Yeah. I mean,
There you
but
go.
that,
hey, what a concept!
Yeah.
but that keeps it interesting the whole entire year,
Yeah.
race season. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously,
Right.
like Larson with 10 wins,
Right.
nobody's catching him.
Right.
You know,
Right.
if you get into it. But I guess it's the same thing if it's a magic number. If like, I had 5 wins, you had 7 and stay in the year,
Right.
and I was in second place, the last race doesn't matter, I guess. But
Well,
Right.
like Justin, going back to what you were saying, I mean, here's some stats on Larson. I mean, Larson had 10 wins, and you get a certain amount of points for everything that you do. He had 20 top 5s, which is free. That's pretty sweet. 26 top 10s
Yeah.
for a grand total of 2,581 points. So, but the thing is, it seems like they're not giving enough points for the wins.
Well, I mean, so I don't watch racing like that, but
Right.
like to me, it sounds like Larson was the top dog in
absolutely,
racing this year.
he dominated.
So in any situation, I feel like he should have won the championship because
Right.
he was the
Right.
top guy.
Right.
yeah,
You had guys that were coming after him, but I mean, at the end of the day, he was the best.
Right.
So I don't know. I just feel like the points that now aren't as good as what they used to be.
It needs to be definitely revamped.
or like if you get into the final 4, there's no more points. It's like whoever finishes the best out of the 4 in that
so
race.
winner take all.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the points kind of don't matter. It's kind of
Yeah.
like whose line is
And that's how some
start
people
at 0.
Yeah, the points don't matter.
And that's how some people have said when you start with this many drivers, then you go the next week, everything resets.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Everything-
and that would
yeah.
keep everything more interesting.
So,
I mean, I feel like that would be interesting.
well, NASCAR will they will tweak everything. Sarah will tell you this. NASCAR changes on the fly sometimes, you
Yeah.
know, and because they joke about it being like professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
It's NASCAR, believe me. So you never know with NASCAR. They'll probably come up with something different. So,
Right.
but it was a good season. I watched a lot of it. So, hey, congratulations to Larson. I think he was the best driver, and the best driver won this time.
Definitely.
So, congratulations to Kyle Larson.
And to Sarah for winning the bet.
Congratulations.
$30.
Sarah Lindsay.
Well,
Thanks for nothing,
$20.
Denny effing Hamlin.
I cooked her dinner.
All right.
Did you cook
I don't even get it dinner anymore,
I was
Doug.
kidding.
Well, you don't even get pizza.
I'm married to him twice, and I don't get it.
He didn't even cook me dinner, so
I'm still figuring out what I want to get.
He just wants a burger. That's all he wants. He just wants a burger.
That's all I want.
He's gonna go to Mickey D's.
There you go.
All right, so I think I know where we're going next. We're going into the zone.
It's all you, Sarah.
Zone.
And this zone this
Don't
week,
crack it
our
up.
guest provided the beer for the zone. So we're going to let her take it away to introduce what we have.
Who the hell's number 26?
it's 26 acres.
Oh, sorry.
Today we have some 4 left turns
Why'd you just have to say it like that?
because you got to.
Because it's nice car.
fair left turns.
Exactly.
Who is it by? Who makes this beer?
26 acres.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. 26.
All right,
Spoiler alert.
what's the alcohol content on there, Sarah Lindsay?
5 point something. I don't know.
5.2.
5.2. All right.
It
That's cool. It's
says-
a
I
cool
wasn't
can.
prepared for that
Yeah, I
question.
do like the can.
That's a cool
And
can.
it's heels colors.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Too
Hey.
bad they're getting their
Hey.
tails kicked.
Dickheads.
First time I ever had this was at a truck race at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Well, the first
so-
time I had it was at the studio.
And I've never had this.
Yeah, me either.
So this was, and again, this is 26 acres,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
All right, everybody ready? What about?
It's on the car,
What about?
dog.
What about
Yep.
silent manager?
She's good.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
God almighty.
Sprayed
Oh,
in the
and
face.
look at that. As soon as we cracked it,
As soon as we
Pittsburgh
crack,
signed it.
Pittsburgh scores again.
Crack zone is also splash zone.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Hold on, hold on. Got to take a sniff.
Smells like gasoline.
Oof.
Smells like rubber.
Is that Sunoco
Smells
racing
like-
fuel?
Smells like Denny Hamlin's hair.
Remember this, guys. Everything in NASCAR is sponsored, right, Sarah?
That's for sure.
Everything. They
Yeah.
don't just put fuel in the car.
No.
They put Sunoco racing fuel in the car. So here we go.
It's a colosh.
It's Kolosh.
That's kind of cool. You see the back, it's got like a little scale of what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It
It's
says
got a
tasty.
little.
The
Taste is yum.
It's got a little at the end, the finish. It's got a little something. Take another swig of that. It's got a little something on the finish.
Yeah.
I
The Liberations.
like it.
Well, let's give you start with you with ratings.
Okay.
Out of 10.
Yeah. Hang on.
Jesus Christ.
Give me a second. I'll give it like a 6.
6. All
It's,
right.
it's not bad.
Well, what the hell is your rating, Sarah Lindsay?
10 out of 10.
Yeah, okay.
She's giving it a 10.
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink more than one.
I gotta say it. 3 for Dale.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm just
Give
kidding.
it a 3
I'm
out of
just
10.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
5.5.
That was worse than Justin's.
Yeah.
Who?
It just doesn't hit for me.
Who's number 6?
It was.
It used to be Mark Martin,
It was
I'll take Mar Martin.
Ryan Newman.
Ryan Newman. Yep.
No, okay.
Who's
The
number
Rocket
10?
Man.
Yeah, Rocket Man.
Who's number 10?
Oh, that's
it's Eric
Amarola.
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 Who's number 55?
Hell if I know.
Ooh, is there a 55?
That is
Sarah?
yes, that's Rick Ware Racing. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know who their
I don't
driver is
know.
because it changes.
Dan
every
Morgan.
week.
What you got, Doug?
Dan Morgan.
Dan Morgan is concussion.
I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of leaning toward what Justin said. I'm more of a 6.5 type with this one.
Yeah. I don't know. I put it up to my lips. I start drinking it, and it feels thick.
Oh, it's definitely thick.
I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
it just feels thick. It's good.
Must be the Kolosh.
Matt Mills.
That's probably what it
was
is.
55.
With
Who?
Rick Ware?
Beat.
All right.
McLeod?
Yeah.
So of course we can't get verbal confirmation, right? But I'm gonna silent manager.
Oh, yeah.
Just can you give us a? You can do hand gestures. Okay, she's with me and
6.
Justin. 6.
So we're like average.
So like
Yeah, about that.
26 acres.
26.
26
yeah.
acres. So
what
so-
you got?
okay, so Tech guys in
6?
with the so pretty much an average 6.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
better as you drink it
Yep.
though.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna like pour it out. So here we go.
It-
No,
I mean,
no.
it's good.
All right.
Hey, you want to do disclaimer?
No.
No, you do
I'm
it.
going to pull Steven and go take a piss.
Okay, you do the disclaimer.
And we are not sponsored by this beer at all. We want you guys to go out and try this beer. I mean, Sarah was super excited to bring it on. 4 Left Turns. It's not bad at all, you know. But please go out and try it for
Sarah.
yourself. And it is a local brewery out of Concord. So that's what we try to do is we try to support the local breweries.
And on the quarter panel, instead of Goodyear, it says Good Beer.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
No, I do like that. Nice. That's I like me with my labels.
Yeah.
No, this one will go on.
It's
not a pill off. I pull off. I have to keep this one.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't.
this
can
is just
you?
a can.
I mean, it's pretty.
I don't
It's
know.
pretty
I might can
detailed.
get that off of there.
I think maybe take like a razor blade. And
Yep. But
maybe-
that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Good beer. Good. Yeah. There.
It also says recycling cans is good, gum not so much.
Yeah.
Like, what does that even mean?
They just had some fun with this can. Well, all right. I have to check out more of 26 Acres beers. I mean,
I
that's
do
not,
like it.
That's not bad at all.
Well,
What
Reptar juice is really good, and unicorn milk's good.
Okay. All right. And like I said, out of Concord.
Mhm.
We want to do the local
Right
breweries.
by Roush Fenway Racing,
Right.
right by the airport. It's a
Okay.
really nice place. They got food trucks. They got all sorts of stuff. It's all open. They got board games. It's really nice.
Sweet. Yeah. hell
Well,
yeah.
and one of the things that, Stephen, we had talked about this, when we started giving, I guess, our opinions
Yeah.
of the beers. Hey, don't listen to what we're saying. Everybody's got a different palate. Hey, go out, support the local breweries.
Yep.
Hey, just because we gave it one number or whatever, you may like it. So just go out and do what you got to do, but support. Believe me, everybody's got a different, I guess, palate for beer.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody likes different types.
Mhm.
So again, don't take us what we say to heart. Always, form your own opinion. So
We are no beer experts. We like to drink some beer.
and we're not beer snobs.
And we're not either.
We're
Hey,
pretty good at
we'll
drinking
take any beer.
So
Free, cold, let's go.
So all you guys remember, when you listen to the show, make sure you crack when you're listening, unless you're driving.
And then you get to crack when you get home.
I think somebody said crack some water
Yeah.
if you're driving.
Crack a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're at the house, crack one with us.
Or at the bar.
All right. So we are done with the crack zone.
Yep.
So now we're going to go into
Get off my fucking lawn.
get off my lawn. And usually I'm the old, guy bitching all the time. So I'm going to, Steven, he's going to take this one away.
Yeah, I've got just this motherfucker right here.
You can get him.
And his name is Scott.
He didn't just say
Boras.
He didn't just say F.
Were you pissed?
He called him an MF.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
This motherfucker right here wants to go out after the Braves win the World Series, have to try to bring them down a peg or two, and say the only reason why they won was the result of teams tanking because they were selling at the trade deadline. Jesus, I can't talk right now because I'm pissed.
Svesnikov.
Yeah, smash that cough. But that's some bullshit thing to try to say because we didn't go out and get all these crazy players like, let's say, the Dodgers or these other teams. We didn't go after these huge all-star names.
Right.
We went after Jock Peterson, good player. Eddie Rosario, good player.
Right.
Eddie Soler,
Right.
decent
Jorge.
player.
Jorge Soler.
Oh, Harris, yeah.
And
Jorge
I mean,
Soler.
he was struggling in Kansas City.
He was.
Yeah.
We went out and got these people, and it wasn't blockbuster trades. So, like, for him to come out and say some shit like that, like, if we went and got, like, Bryce Harper
Yeah.
or, Mike Trout, okay, maybe. But, no.
But these are all teams like the Royals. They're not going anywhere in
No.
the next 5 or 6 years.
Exactly.
Like these are rebuilding teams already.
Exactly.
They were never contending.
The Cubs, they were stripping their whole team.
Yeah, they literally traded everyone.
Well, I mean, they had a fire sale.
And for these tanking teams, there's 200 win teams in the NL West by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A bunch of high 90 win teams. Like, come on.
Well,
Right.
can I give a different perspective?
Sure.
Stephen.
Yeah,
I,
definitely.
I totally get what you're bitching about,
Yeah.
and you guys have every right to bitch about that because I don't agree with this guy.
Right.
But maybe instead of being a slight at the Braves, maybe he's trying to say it's a slight at the teams that were tanking
No, I mean,
to unload those players for you guys to grab.
well, see,
Does that make sense,
I would
though?
agree with that, but he said the direct result from
See, and I don't agree with that.
From this direct result from these tankings is why the Braves won the World Series.
But I don't agree with that.
No, I get that, but that's what his quote was.
But that's another perspective maybe he's trying to say. But here's why I say that's bullshit. Because, number one, the Braves have a solid farm system.
Yep.
And the Braves haven't tanked at all.
Mm-hmm.
But every year as a baseball fan, and you guys know we're baseball fans.
Right.
Every year this happens. When teams are not playing well because of injuries, whatever, people are not performing like they should. Do teams not dump salaries?
Yeah.
Do they not try to get prospects, try to
Mm-hmm.
get everything they can before the trade deadline?
All the time.
This is not new.
Yeah.
It's not a new concept. That's why I think his argument is garbage.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
That's me just
100%.
telling you.
my thing is, if the Dodgers would have won,
He wouldn't have said shit.
would this guy be saying? And they went out and got Max Scherzer.
They went out and got everybody.
They went out and got everybody.
I mean, they went and got everybody.
I
Mookie
mean,
Betts.
Mookie Betts. They got. I mean, I know he didn't play a lot at the end, but the pitcher from the fucking
The guy with the face.
Shane Buehler.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about from the Reds?
No, not Shane Buehler.
You're talking about Bauer.
Oh, Trevor, yeah.
Trevor
You're
Bauer.
talking about from the Reds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went out and got him.
because he can't keep his personal life straight.
Yeah, exactly.
But they got Pujols. I mean,
Right.
They-
But
so they-
Pujols, but think about it. Pujols got cut.
yeah. But
But-
they went out and got him.
Yeah, they built this super team, and we
Yeah.
still beat them. Granted, Bueller didn't play.
But y'all are
But
exactly
whatever.
right. If the freaking Dodgers would have won, nothing would have been said.
Same with the Astros. Like,
yeah.
Yep.
if the Astros would have won, everybody'd be like, "Oh, they went through everything."
That dude wouldn't open his fucking mouth.
yeah,
That's my thing and it kind of goes along with the ESPN bullshit.
Right.
Right after we won, there was nothing about the Braves. Like they talked about it, but going to commercial
And we talked
wasn't
about
them
that.
celebrating.
We talked
Right.
about that.
Like just shut your mouth. Like
But-
let them have the World Series. Fuck off.
our entire team is, other than our outfield, our entire team is straight farm system.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Built the whole thing.
That was my whole argument.
Yeah.
And plus, one of your best players was injured.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he's homegrown.
And he's a top 5. He's a top 5 player in the MLB right now.
Absolutely, he's homegrown.
If he's not, maybe the best.
So you
He
know,
would, because if he would have kept playing this season and kept the pace he was going,
Right.
he would have won MVP hands down, no questions asked.
I mean, I agree with Steven. I mean,
He was on the same path as Vlad Guerrero.
Yeah.
And Vlad's up for MVP this year.
Yep.
Like,
I just think it was I guess a misplaced tweet or opinion.
And ill timed too. The World
And
Series
that's
just
probably
ended.
that's probably a better word.
Yeah,
it
it
was
just-
ill timed. It looked it was like he was hating.
or salty about it.
was just being a hater.
Is he an Astros fan?
Right, he was just being a hater.
So like you could have waited until January, February maybe to say something.
Right.
right.
Well, I just like I said, I like what you said, Steve, because I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
But we didn't really get into Major League Baseball this week. But since you did a get off alone,
Yeah.
you had a stat for the Braves and I had a stat for the Cardinals.
Yeah, we had 5 Silver Sluggers.
And the Cardinals had 5 Golden Glovers, which is the most ever in a season
think-
for Major League
think
history,
it was
Major League
5.
Baseball history.
I think you
So,
said 5.
Yeah,
so
it was
I
5.
joked with you guys, and I said the Cardinals can't hit, but damn it, we can field.
Well, just imagine we combined the teams. Holy shit, we'd be a powerhouse.
Exactly, that'd be great.
If these teams would keep tanking, maybe we could do that.
I think
but-
we got. I think we had 2 Gold Glovers.
Yeah.
Freed and Duvall.
Yeah.
I think Duvall.
Yeah,
got one.
Duvall got one.
Yep. So like I said, I was proud of my Redbirds. We didn't. I mean, to get in the playoffs, I was surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all were messing with me and called it, but to have 5 Golden Glovers, man, in one season, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, no
So,
shit.
and again, here's another little tidbit for you guys. We fire Schilt, right?
Mm.
He was a top 3 finalist for manager of the year.
Oh, wow.
That's gonna be fucking awkward too.
It wouldn't be crazy if he actually won it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was in the top 3. So, and for rookie of the year, Dylan Carlson for the Cardinals was top 3.
Right.
So, all right. Anything else, Major League Baseball? Oh no, I've got to get off the lawn. Very, very, very small. Get off the lawn. And I think we all agreed with this, and we were talking about. And I don't want to go all officials, but NFL officiating.
Yeah.
Real quick,
They're fucking
you
blind.
suck.
Yeah, they're blind.
It's
I don't know
trash.
what you guys are doing. You're terrible. Every week it's something like I'll use examples, and we talked about Tech guy. He's a Pittsburgh fan, and I give him credit. I put I text these guys, and I was talking about how bad the officiating was during the Pittsburgh Chicago game the other night.
Right.
And he chimed right in and said, "Hey, I'm a Pittsburgh fan. I agree." It was terrible. I thought there were some horrible no calls in that game, some horrible calls. At one point, I think it was 9 penalties to 2.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's a better team, and Pittsburgh, obviously you would think they would win the game at home. But even though there were some bad calls in that game, Chicago had a chance to win that game.
Oh, yeah.
They actually scored late to win, go ahead.
Yeah.
And I just thought the officiating in that game was awful. There were a couple of calls, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but the Panther-Patriot game, I mean, it was obvious the Patriots played better, and they were the better team. But there was one particular call where they caught a grounding on Darnold,
Mm-hmm.
and they discussed it.
Yeah.
Y'all remember this?
Yep.
And, I mean, Christian McCaffrey was right there at the line when he grounded the ball, and then they walk away and they drop the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What didn't you see? You actually discussed it and still threw the flag.
Yeah.
If nobody would have been in the area, I get it.
Right.
I don't know what these guys look at. I really don't.
Well, and it seems like it gets worse and worse every year. Like it doesn't seem like they
Oh, yeah.
progress to get better. Like I don't know, and I get being an NFL official is actually a part-time job. Like
Yeah, it's not full time.
a lot of these people actually have to go work, regular
A
jobs.
lot of them actually are attorneys.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah. Like Hockley is a
Yep.
well-renowned attorney.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a
Fun
part.
fact.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They're part-time employees apparently.
Well, then you know what? I don't know if I want them in court or not.
Yeah.
Depends how much money you're throwing.
It's a
them, I guess.
crapshoot. After further review, you're guilty.
Yeah, right. I was like, I'm not fucking defending this guy.
Oh boy.
The taunting call is absolute trash.
Oh, they're getting
It's
bad.
ridiculous.
They're
Ridiculous.
Getting, they're getting bad.
They need to get rid of it quick.
We all know what taunting is. I mean, come on. I think all three of us, all four of us, anybody sitting in this room can determine what taunting
Yeah.
is. If I score a touchdown, Steven, and you're standing beside me, and I just celebrate because I score,
right.
but I'm not in your face.
Yeah.
I didn't throw the ball at you. I didn't spike it right in front
Right.
of you. That's not taunting.
No, it's not.
Okay, my thing is the Cassius Marsh sack
Mm-hmm.
in the Pittsburgh Chicago game. He does his celebration every single time. He does the freaking
Right.
karate kick in the fucking air when he gets a sack.
Right.
Getting a sack for a defensive end or a defensive player is like getting a touchdown because
Yeah.
you never know when you're going to get a damn sack.
Exactly.
Right. Especially
So-
in the NFL today.
Right.
Mhm.
If you look at a quarterback,
So
Yeah.
for you to
You
get
ain't
a
wrong.
sack, let him fucking celebrate, dude.
Mhm.
Like he's not over there kicking the quarterback in the face or something.
Well, see,
like
I say if you're not doing something super excessive or vulgar towards the other team,
Right.
if you're not standing over somebody,
right.
if you're not in the direct vicinity,
Yeah.
you know, within like
You
2
didn't take
feet,
the ball and throw it at
yeah,
them.
I think why call taunting?
Well, what's the NFL stand for, you guys? Y'all know what
The
this-
No Fun
The
League.
No Fun League.
yeah,
But like you gotta have emotion. It's an emotional game. These are emotional guys.
Right.
yeah.
Their emotions literally are running on 1,000 the whole game.
Right.
You know.
So that was my whole take. And again, I don't want to get into a drawn out thing.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people who are listening to this are going to agree with us. But the NFL officiating, they actually have a Twitter site, and I tagged them all week, talked about how bad they sucked.
Yeah.
I called it basically the poop emoji.
Yeah.
I called it the shit show
Yeah.
because that's what it is.
It is.
So NFL officiating, hey, please get it right because you guys right now, if you were being graded on a job performance, I don't think any of you have a job.
Yeah, and just to throw this quick out there, like we talked about them being part-time employees, maybe make them full-time. Maybe make it so they can make a living.
And that's been an argument.
And they can devote their time to learning the rules and learning all this
Well,
stuff.
that's been an argument for years.
Yeah, like-
why? But the NFL's got a ton of money.
Yeah.
Why are you not doing that?
Yeah.
You should have full time officials.
And then throughout the summer, when it's the off season, they can go to classes. They can be, stay freshed
Hey,
up. I mean,
imagine that.
like,
Perfecting your craft.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
because that's what coaches and players do in the off season.
Right.
They train. Let them train.
So that's it. That's my deal. NFL officiating. That's me. Anybody else got anything else? I'm done with it. But you guys right now, you suck.
Justin, you got anything to bitch about?
Nothing this week. I never have any get off my lawns.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he's drop dead gorgeous.
That's damn right. Sarah, you got anything to bitch about?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
She's going, why am I on this show?
I mean, I got
What was I
plenty-
thinking?
I got plenty
Right.
of stuff to bitch about, but it's not relevant. So.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's not sports related.
That'll
No.
be episode 32.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
We'll have the whole episode.
well, I
So-
think us
Sarah's
I think
life.
us three do have something else to bitch about,
What's that?
and Sarah, you don't, and because we got our asses kicked.
Yeah,
on
we got our
Sunday.
asses beat. So I tell you what,
Sorry, not sorry.
I'll say we're going to go into the Pats-Panther game, and it didn't turn out like we
We thought.
thought. And now again, I said before we went into this that the Patriots are a good team.
Yes.
They were favored.
Yeah.
There's a reason they were favored coming to Charlotte,
And-
and they showed that they were definitely the better team. Now I will say, Steven, our guy Sam Darnold,
Fucking sucks.
I don't know what the hell is happening to him because
fucking
and I don't and I don't want to spend this show totally trashing the
Yeah.
kid and here's why I say that.
I want to.
Because we were talking about this and I saw an interview today with Stephen A. Smith,
Mhm.
but it was basically on the announcement that we'll make later.
Mm-hmm.
But he was comparing Darnold compared to his first 3 games and then to where he is now.
Mm-hmm.
And we all agreed. And you can go back and listen to our episodes, which you should.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
Darnold was playing well.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest, man. Through the Houston game, he looked good.
Very good.
And then, like, my wife was talking about this even before the Pats game. She was talking about how, he just looks lost now.
Mhm.
His confidence level is completely different.
Yep.
Is he seeing ghosts again?
And he might be. I mean, Sarah, I know that's the joke.
I thought Belichick.
But even before the Patriots game, he looks like the guy that was with the Jets.
Yeah.
And the Patriots game just nailed it home.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with him, but he doesn't. He looks way out of sync. And I'm gonna throw this out there, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong. I know our offensive line is shit, and it is, except for Moton.
Yep.
I got no problems with Moton.
And Paradis wasn't playing bad either.
Not bad until he got hurt.
Until he got hurt.
But the thing about Darnold that's bothering me the most is I don't really know. I mean, I get it. The offensive line's crap. I get it. But the thing about Darnold that I don't get is he was so much more confident looking in the first 3 games. But now he looks almost like you talking about regressed. It's like he's completely just lost it. And I feel bad for the kid.
I do too.
I mean, I do. I don't want to spend this time just saying he fucking sucks. Because that's the easy way to do it. But I don't know what's going on with the guy.
See, I think what he really needs to look at is in the mirror. And I think he might just be a suitable backup. I don't think he can lead a team.
And I think you might be right.
Honestly. I don't think I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people have done that before, been backup quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Sarah, you been a backup quarterback before?
No, I have
okay.
something random to say.
Okay.
So I've been down here for 7 years, right?
Okay.
8 years ago, we
Yeah.
played down here, and I love my mom to death, and she likes her football. She kind of understands it, but she's learning.
Okay.
And so 8 years ago, we flew down to North Carolina to tour my college, and she made us fly home on a Monday night. And 8 years ago, you guys played on Monday night. So what was I doing? Sitting on an airplane. So I missed the whole entire game until we landed in Boston.
And we won.
And we landed in Boston, and I saw that we lost against you guys.
Panthers.
So
Yeah, that's when Tom Brady was crying to the refs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when they said that Kuechly interfered with Gronk.
And it wasn't even a
Yeah,
catchable ball.
whatever.
Well, anyways.
But going back to what I said, my wife was talking about how Darnold looked.
Yeah.
And
So-
she was talking about his confidence and how she just don't understand what happened.
I think he really would be a suitable backup. And I'm the first one that said if Darnold came to Carolina, I'd buy his jersey.
you and I were there. Look, we're not going to backtrack.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
We were there.
I was thinking him with a change of scenery would be perfect. I bought his jersey. I support him. I thought he had the tools to do it.
Sure.
Maybe he just should be a backup. And
And
there's nothing. There's
you
nothing
know what?
wrong with that.
Considering what happened today, which we'll talk about later, that
Maybe.
may be what he ends up.
Yeah.
but I'm sorry I passed on the jersey curse to you.
Yeah, that happens.
Hey,
Shit.
you're not the first, and won't be the last.
Yep.
You got to make fun of me for the Chad Ochocinco jersey though. But
Yeah.
it's the jersey curse. That's what I have.
Well,
So
You know, going back to the game, the Panthers went up 3-0, but I didn't feel good about it because we got 2 early turnovers in that game and only got 6 points.
Yeah.
And against Belichick,
You got to put the points up.
you got to put points up.
You got to.
And that's exactly what, the Patriots did.
We played right into Belichick's
Absolutely.
game. Whatever-
Absolutely.
Right into his hand.
Absolutely.
We spoon-fed him that game.
Yep.
Because everything we did, he's like, oh, you're going to do that? Perfect. Do it. Keep doing it,
Yep.
please. I mean, and the joke is Darnold seeing ghosts. He made Darnold see ghosts again.
Yep.
3 picks. Two's the same motherfucker.
Well, it was unfortunate because it was bad throws.
Yeah,
bad decisions.
Bad decisions.
And we'll get into the Arizona preview later with PJ. The decision making on what you're doing, it's not necessarily the play that the defense made, it's the decision you put them in.
Yep, exactly.
And it was rough. It was rough.
I mean, 240 yards of total offense. I mean, that Patriots defense isn't a powerhouse. They're not like the best
I
defense
think
out there.
they're solid.
They're good, but we had the tools. We have the players that could put up more than just 240 yards of offense.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we just got away from the run game once again too quick, and Chuba Chuba playing well. I get Christian came back. Totally understand that. Christian had 14 carries. Chuba had 3.
Yeah, they forgot about him. Christian came back and it was like Chuba's just a fucking special teams guy.
And for one, you should have eased him back in anyways.
Well, and a stat of the game at the end was just to update, because, Steven, you hit this last week about don't run him to death.
Yeah.
He played 49% of the snaps,
Which is
which
good.
I think was good.
when he's usually out there for 90% of the snaps.
That's good.
But I agree, Justin. You're probably go ahead, Justin. You're probably going to say what I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, you said 49%, but he probably got the ball every single time he was
Probably
out
did.
because
Yeah.
he got the ball. He ran for 14 and he caught the ball
Yep,
4
4
times.
times, yep.
And he had over 100 yards like total.
Yeah.
And
so we only had 200 yards.
and we've
Yeah.
all said on this show, man.
So he had half of our
Yeah.
yards.
like
we've been impressed with Chuba.
Yeah.
He's filled in well.
Yeah, I mean, Chuba shouldn't get the ball taken out of his hands just because Christian comes back.
Well, somebody at the game was talking about this. They were saying, what about doing something like this? And I know Steven has talked about maybe, a position change for CMC.
Throw him at slot.
Throwing Chuba in there
Mhm.
and Abdullah and having, CMC split out.
Yep.
Why not?
Why not? I mean,
Honestly, right now,
Hey,
with,
do you know what us three are doing? We're being like offensive coordinators like Joe Brady.
No.
But we're progressive? Are we progressive?
yeah.
Or
do
are we geniuses?
or do we actually have ideas?
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think he comes up with anything.
yeah.
I don't think he understands.
I think
he's
he looks at a whiteboard and hopes something appears at him.
I don't know if that dude knows what the fuck he's doing.
Or maybe he's the coach from the Water Boy when the guy stole his fucking playbook
Maybe.
and he can't think of another fucking play ever in his fucking life.
he's just pissed off.
The coach.
Yeah, Ed Organ at LSU just stole his playbook and he can never think anything else again.
So he's done.
Maybe.
So I mean, I don't know.
Terrace Marshall doesn't look like anything, and
Yeah.
I think he could be a really
He
good
looked
receiver.
lost.
But we can't get we're not doing the plays to get him open.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you got DJ Moore, you got Robbie, who, I mean, obviously we know Robbie's shit going on.
He's struggling,
But, hopefully somebody can help him out a little bit.
which we'll get into later.
Yeah.
And so the offense, I mean, obviously fucking sucked. I mean, that's all you can say.
Right.
Is they sucked.
Yep.
McCaffrey coming back, that did help. He did have a spark with us. Obviously, he's McCaffrey. He's going to.
Yeah.
I wish I would like to see Abdullah out there a little more too.
I agree with you 100%.
I mean, Abdullah
100%.
caused that spark against the Falcons.
Which he had, what, four catches?
Yeah,
Yep.
he was there.
Yep.
And my player of the game on offense is the only person that scored the points for us. That's Zane,
Yeah, Gonzalez.
and he is doing fantastic. I think he's hit 12 straight.
Yep.
I mean, that's my player of the game for offense.
Yeah.
Now, you guys have anybody different?
I'll go the other kicker, Edwards. I think he averaged 52 yards a kick.
You talking about the punter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I told you, we found two kickers.
Yeah.
We found two kickers.
I mean, special teams and defense are playing right now. Our
Mhm.
offense just isn't helping us.
It's terrible.
If we just had a serviceable offense,
Yeah.
that's all we need.
Yep.
Because the defense is lights out, special teams playing great.
Yep.
We just need a team that can go down there and just score some points sometimes.
Well, and what happened?
Not even all the time, just sometimes.
Well, and what
Just keep
happened?
the defense off the field.
What happened today that we're going to talk about? Maybe like a precursor to what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And I'm
So-
gonna step on the defense real quick. Go over to them. Played good. Only gave up 273 yards of offense. Almost got my bold prediction. Almost. I was fucking close.
Almost.
And only gave up 17 points. To a team that can drop points on you if you let them.
Sure.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, Gilmore, Justin got his pick.
Hey,
call.
my boy got his pick.
All you needed was more pick, and you had your bold prediction there.
Yep.
But I mean, Burns came out. He had a second half.
He played well this
He did.
week.
He did.
I'm going to be honest. I've been on his ass.
Yep.
And he played well this week.
So we had 2 sacks. He had a sack and a half, and Reddick had the other half, which sits Brian Burns is at 5.5 sacks for the year, and Reddick's at 8.5. So Burns has got a little ground to make up
Yeah.
with that.
Yep.
But I don't think the defense played terrible.
They didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, we all talk about it. I mean, they were on the field for 32 minutes,
Yep.
and we've already seen the trend when they're on the field for more than 30 minutes.
Mhm.
We don't usually win the game.
Right.
Right.
So I mean, what you guys think about the defense?
You hit it on the nail. Like, defense was playing good, and honestly, you take away the pick six that Sam threw,
Mm-hmm.
it's a 17-6 game.
Yep.
Like, that's fixable.
Yeah.
You can win that game,
Right.
but 24-6, you give up turnovers. You really can't. I mean, Belichick too. You going up against Belichick. Like y'all said, you get 2 turnovers right there. You only score
gotta
field
put,
goals.
but you got to put one of those in the
Yeah.
zone.
Right.
You've got to.
Like, you got to have a 10-0 game right there. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
But obviously, Teddy was right, and we don't fucking practice Reginald.
Yeah, apparently. And I'm just going to touch on this, and we're not going to get into a huge thing. The Mac Jones, twisting Brian Burns' ankle.
Yeah.
They need to define him, Sarah, Lindsay.
And
I'm
I
not
sorry.
disagreeing with that.
I think they definitely said they're not going to suspend him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they'll find him or not.
Because, I mean, that was pretty. To take somebody's ankle, it's just like, Vontez Burfict. that's one of somebody's favorite
Well, I
players.
don't buy the explanation. I don't
Yeah,
buy the
that he
explanation.
thought he had the ball,
There's
but
no
you don't-
way
you don't-
he
you-
knew he had the ball.
You don't take somebody's
I don't buy that.
You hold the ankle, that's fine, but you don't take the ankle and twist it.
Yeah.
Is the
But
difference.
do I think he is a dirty player?
No.
No,
It was
I
a dirty.
don't.
It was a dirty play.
It was a spur of the moment grab. He did what he had to do. Is that going to scar the kid for the rest of his career? No,
Probably not.
No, but I will say this: what Burns said this week about fellow defensive ends tee off.
Yep. Happy hunting.
Happy hunting. I think somebody's going to hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Now, I don't think he needs to be fined for saying that.
No.
I saw stuff on Twitter today from Patriots fans saying who should be fined for saying that.
No.
No.
Do you agree with that?
No.
No.
What's a defensive player's job?
To go get the quarterback.
Is Myles Garrett get a fine for his Halloween decorations like quarterback season to kill?
Like,
Yeah, maybe.
Well, he gets fined. He gets tested every other day.
Right,
That motherfucker's
right.
a specimen. My player of the game was Gilmore on defense. I mean, to get the pick against. Yeah, I'm sorry. You traded him. It's not our fault.
Yeah, and y'all know
Trade
and
him.
y'all know that's my guy. I
Yep.
actually got his jersey
You
this
did,
week.
yep.
I mean, I just like the kid. The thing I like about Gilmore, it's not just his own field. If you watch his press conferences and the way he conducts himself, man, he is a ultimate pro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just love the way he conducts himself. He's a former defensive player of the year. He's got rings, but yet you wouldn't think it just to watch him the way he carries himself, and I'm impressed with that.
Humble.
Yeah, I
Very
love that,
humble.
and again, he's a local kid.
Yeah.
So I hope he resigns.
I would love
You
it.
know, I hope with the news today, maybe so.
Yeah.
But I just had to go get his jersey because I respect him so much as a player. I just hope he doesn't go to 24 next year.
Yeah. No, I heard that.
You know, I mean,
I
because
heard that.
Boyer's playing well,
Yeah, he is.
so hopefully they don't.
I'm
they don't-
hoping we can keep this whole secondary intact because
I
I
hope-
one thing about our defense is our secondary
Yeah.
is lethal.
I mean, I like the single digits too. I think it looks kind of cool out there.
It's growing on me.
Yeah,
I
so-
wasn't cool with it at first, but it's growing on me.
It's growing on me, so I agree with you.
Anybody else has got a different player of the game for defense?
I've got Gilmore, and I think Burns played well.
Yeah, I was gonna say Burns.
I think he played well.
yeah, man, that's cool. I mean,
He's been on such a slouch.
Yeah.
Like, so to see him get some sacks.
And
like-
again, I've been on him, and I said it. Hey, Brian, I'm pulling for you, but I'm gonna call you out.
right.
But I think the defense as a whole played well.
yeah,
Again, but I like the kicker. I like the punter call too.
yeah.
Because he punted the ball well.
No,
Nobody wants to see that motherfucker.
So,
Special teams stepped up.
but I will say this: the Patriots are a solid team. I think there were a lot of Panther fans that maybe didn't think so. I don't know why. There was a reason they were favored.
yeah,
So I wasn't surprised that we lost the game. I was surprised at how anemic our offense ended up being.
yeah.
I
agree
was.
on that.
I was.
Mm.
So hey, hats off to Patriot fans, Sarah. You got to win. We'll see where that makes New England go forward.
Yeah,
But do y'all want to talk about what happened today? Now,
I think we're busting at the seam right now.
Yeah,
So-
pick
we're
a player
itching.
Of the game.
Oh yeah, Sarah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Sarah.
go, Sarah. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Our
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Our bad.
Go right ahead.
Do you want me to say it?
She'll
Yeah,
say-
You just shook your head at me.
she'll say Matt Jones.
no. J.C. Jackson.
JC.
Oh God. Well, I mean,
It's Sam Darnold's favorite receiver.
here's a
Yeah.
here's a layup.
Exactly.
Hey, here it comes. Here's a layup.
Yeah, right. Sam Darnold's favorite receiver. Right there. Hey, you got a touchdown, right?
But yep.
But anyway.
Okay.
So FYT. Anyway, here we go. So so today's huge news. Everybody knows, and this is something that I think we discussed on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We our good friend Shriram, who is the man who loves this guy.
Yeah.
I never thought this would happen.
Dude, blowing
This
out my
is
mind.
what Sarah would call a plot twist.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
I never thought it would happen. I wasn't completely shocked, but at one point in this season, that's all you would see on social media is bring him home, all this stuff. And for the record, I will say we three have admitted several episodes we're huge Cam fans. We've said it.
Yeah.
I've got 3 of his jerseys, a couple of them hanging up here.
I have a tattoo on my cheek.
But I never thought
cheek.
that the Panthers organization would swallow their pride, right?
Yeah.
And reach out and get the guy because
Right.
we need QB help.
Yeah. Uh-huh. In the
to-
worst way.
And today they did that.
And Matt Barkley is not the guy.
Yeah, and we signed Matt Barkley yesterday, and everybody's like, and I think I said to you, isn't that a SC guy?
Yeah.
He's like, yep, he's an SC guy.
Yep.
But they went out and got Cam today and bring him back home.
Yep. Welcome
And,
home, man.
And I'll say, I'm a little giddy about it. And the thing is, I wanted to say this before we get into the big discussion. I'm proud of the organization for, number one, swallowing your pride.
Yeah.
Going out and bringing a guy home who I'm not saying that when we decided to move on from Cam Newton that it wasn't the right call at the time. It was the way it was done.
That's how we did it.
Yeah.
It was the way it was done, kind of like Steve Smith, the way
Yeah.
it was done. And so I think they righted a wrong today.
Yep.
I think they did two things. Number one, they did they righted a wrong for Cam and the way he was treated when he left.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, for the fan base.
Yeah.
Because this fan base is suffering right now, and this is something that we needed.
Yeah.
And I think I'm happy. I mean, I got to be honest. I didn't think it would happen. I don't think this is going to be Cam in his prime. We're going to the playoffs,
no
none
way.
of that.
There's no way.
But it's a jolt in the arm of the fan base. It helps Cam as well, and it fixes some. I guess it mends some fences that were bad.
Right. And when he went to New England, he played well the first couple games.
I don't think he played bad.
until he got COVID.
Right.
Indeed.
And shut up. Anyways, until he got COVID, and then COVID takes a lot out of you. We all know about the that virus and stuff like that.
And he has been vaccinated.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean that made him weak. I mean that takes a lot out of you, especially if you're an athlete and you have to go out there and be physical. It takes a lot out of you. So I like seeing Cam back. I think we all do, like we've said. Seeing that number one back in that stadium.
No.
I mean, when we play Washington, because I guarantee he starts then.
2 weeks, it's going to be electric.
And that video today.
Dude,
Yeah.
It's going to be electric. Yeah, and Sarah, I'm glad you brought that up because Steven had brought that up, and I'm a sentimental at heart. I am, and when I watched that video today, man, I mean, like Steven said,
Chills.
hey man, it kind of gave me chills, and I was like, I don't know, man, it kind of got you a little sting, a little teary-eyed, man.
Yep, that's how I felt at my lunch break. I was watching it in my car.
But I'm really happy that he's back, and I hope it ends well.
Mhm.
I don't know, when the honeymoon's over, that this whole thing went down, and if he doesn't play well or if things don't work out, that's when you're going to see the fake fans come out and go, see, I told you we shouldn't have brought him back.
Right.
But glad to see him back.
Oh yeah, I think everybody. I don't know if everybody's glad to see him back, but Cam's happy to be back.
Second crack zone.
Oh yeah.
That's for damn sure. Here, let me just get in here.
This is for Cam. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that while Justin was talking.
Is that
That
is that vegan?
Yeah, I hope so. Smells
But-
like bacon.
It's good to see Cam's happy to be back.
Sure.
And I'm sure the fans are gonna go fucking crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
and they
when
are.
he
I
gets
mean,
back out there.
my phone, social media feed, everything just blew up today.
And that just makes me want to go to another game
Right.
Yeah.
to see him get out there and get the crowd going again.
And then who's coming next? Rivera.
Yeah. Rivera's back.
Rivera and a lot of former Panthers.
See.
Curtis Samuel.
Yep.
I mean, Herney.
Yep.
I mean, hey, and guess who they signed as their kicker?
Joey Sly.
Your boy,
Yeah.
Joey Sly.
Guess what? I'll be taking a knee for that motherfucker.
Good thing I have Sundays off now.
Yeah. So, that's gonna be a game. In 2 weeks, it's gonna be a good game.
But it was big for the city, and
was.
I did see some people say that it was a PR move, it's a stunt move, all that crap. I don't care that it is. I mean, it's something that the fan base need. They needed a jolt in the arm.
Yeah,
They did. And look, people love Cam. I mean, there's a lot of haters out there that don't like Cam, but us true fans, look, man, Cam's a Panther.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's our friend, one of our franchise legends.
Put us on the
Yeah.
map.
He did.
It's-
He changed the culture.
it's not only a fan jolt; it's a locker room jolt.
It is.
I feel
It-
like he
it
comes
is.
back
It
in
is.
and he sparks that locker
He's
room like crazy.
he is a leader of men.
Yeah,
And I think that's something Sam Darnold was missing. I don't think he has that trait in him, at least not yet.
right.
No.
He could maybe get it, but I feel like that's something you're born with. That's not something you develop.
Yeah,
So
Agree.
But Cam's a former MVP. He's been to the Super Bowl. He's a Rookie of the Year. He's a #1 overall pick. I mean, he's also a celebrity.
yeah,
He is a name.
Mhm.
And let's just be honest, y'all. I mean, he helped put little old Charlotte on the map.
he did.
Yep.
He did. So I saw something on Twitter that said that there should be a reality show that him and Mello should move into an apartment together,
No, yeah.
and that should be a reality show. Hey,
Big
I would
oof.
watch.
I'd
Would
watch.
you guys watch?
Oh, yeah.
Big oof.
But I thought that would be kind of funny.
Can we throw Miles Bridges in there too with his rap
Miles,
song?
exactly.
I
Hey,
bet-
do we have update on that?
No, Doug. You haven't asked in the last 3 weeks.
What did he say?
So
Did he still tell you?
Fuck off.
Plot
That's all he's
twist, it's
saying.
not the
Come
real
on,
world, it's
Miles.
them.
But yeah, I mean, I think everybody's pretty stoked that he's back. I know there's haters out there who are gonna, they're gonna just they're hovering over this situation to hope that Cam stinks and he does this, he does
Right.
that. But you know what, man, you got to put the haters to the side and just forget that. This is good for the city, the organization. It's good for Cam. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to turn out. But you know what, he can't be any worse than where it is now.
Yeah, and just the league overall, when Cam was good, the league was a lot better.
oh yeah,
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
He put the fun in NFL.
right.
I'm just saying.
F
No, he
is
did.
For friends who do stuff
So-
Hey,
together.
I gotta
Do
love
is
that.
for you
Little
and
SpongeBob
me.
going on here. I actually have that clock.
Oh, did you see that video?
Jesus.
Doug, did you see that video that NASCAR posted with Kyle
Yes,
Larson in the
yeah,
boat?
I saw
NASCAR.
Yep. It was a funny.
Nice car.
NASCAR. We're going left. All right. Well,
Go,
anyways,
go, Justin.
This the contract isn't actually that bad. It is up to $10 million, but it is only $4.5 million guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
I don't think that's a bad deal for Cam
No, not at all.
with what he brings.
No.
So incentives and everything like that.
Right.
You know, I mean, it can be up to $10 million. So
Right. And to expand on that, Justin, what I had heard was, and I made sure I screenshotted this. But what they had said was that Cam was looking for a multi-year, and the Panthers said, no, we're not going to give you a multi-year. So they compromised to go with a 1 year. I think there's probably an option. It wouldn't surprise me.
So to hit on that, Doug,
Yep.
I think Cam wanted long term.
He did. He wanted multi.
I saw something that we wanted 2 years. So what? Yeah, Panthers wanted 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
He
But-
wanted multi-year.
So I mean, honestly, if he comes in and plays pretty decent,
Right.
wins us a couple games or
Right,
whatever,
right.
we could see another contract fly in.
Right.
Like,
Plot
here you
twist.
go, Cam.
And I wouldn't mind that if we could do that. We focus on offensive line early in the draft, and then maybe pick a
Yep.
prospect, a quarterback.
Yep.
Sam.
What I hope doesn't happen, guys, is you got a 32-year-old quarterback who obviously got banged up here
Yeah.
behind a crap offensive lineman.
Oh wait, do we have that?
Well, guess what? It's deja vu. He's back to a crap offensive line. So I hope a 32-year-old quarterback don't get killed even more.
Right, but has Cam ever had the weapons that
No,
we have right now?
no, not now. No.
Oh, hell
and
no.
he hasn't. But he's also never had a line either. So I agree with you, Justin. He's got more upgrade in the skill positions.
So,
and
I mean-
McCaffrey coming back is not going to hurt.
But you saw when we went to the Super Bowl with that offensive
Oh, God.
line.
What about the receivers we
Mike
went with?
Remmers?
And our receivers.
Who was our leading receiver in the playoffs?
Fucking Corey Brown.
Philly Brown.
Philly Brown.
Philly Brown.
My bad.
Philly Brown.
Philly Brown.
Yeah, Philly Brown.
And then what is he doing right now?
Nothing.
We have
Sitting
no
at
idea.
home.
I think he brought this beer with Sarah tonight.
He literally went to the Super Bowl with nothing.
Yeah.
With Jonathan Stewart and Mike Tolbert and Philly Brown
Yep.
And Ted Ginn.
and Ted Ginn.
And Greg.
And Greg
and
Olsen.
who still called it?
Huh?
Who called it? And they said he didn't.
Oh,
Oh,
on,
Cotchery.
Jacob.
Hey, Cotchery.
God, I thought
I
you
was
said
waiting on y'all.
I thought you were saying who called it.
Who
Yeah.
called it?
Yeah.
And
Jacob.
Ginn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, man. But I think
Peyton Manning's last ride, they fucking
we
handed
know,
it to
and,
him.
and
in
that's
a-
who was referee, the main referee at the
Wrapped
game
up
this past
box.
weekend.
Yep.
Was it Cleat?
They sprayed it with
Ugh.
perfume and was like, "Here's the Super Bowl trophy."
But hey, I think the fan base is really excited about this.
Yeah.
I think Cam's excited.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of him actually in the signing today.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, man. He probably, I think, Justin, you had said that you had heard that he might actually be active this week.
Yeah,
I don't know if he'll be active.
I don't know if
Matt-
he will.
Matt Rule said that he is hopeful he will be active and
Right.
might even get playing time.
So if he doesn't, I think coming this week with Washington, or Washington coming in,
Definitely.
can't say the mascot.
Well,
Did I say Redskins?
the fuck did you just say?
I wanted to hear that.
That was my cue.
Say it again, Justin.
We're talking about the Redskins here, aren't we?
The fuck did you just say?
Flag.
Well, hey, we're playing the Cardinals though.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
the St. Louis Cardinals.
not my
Theirs-
Cardinals.
The Arizona
But
Cardinals.
and I did see today on the injury reports that Kyler Murray and Hopkins
Yep.
both I
Are
did
banged
not
up.
did not practice
Yep.
today.
Fuck
So we're 10.5 point underdog,
That just means Colt McCoy's going to tear us up.
and probably.
Yeah.
But we are
With our de-
underdog.
with our defense, man.
I mean, we'll see. Hey, we'll be watching,
If
right?
we beat the fucking 8-1 Cardinals, and we can't even beat.
But we're not going to do that with PJ. I'm
All right,
sorry.
well,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree with you. 'cause
People
I-
keep calling me a PJ hater. I'm not a hater. All I'm doing is evaluating what I've seen so far.
and it's not good.
And I'm sorry, he makes horrible decisions, just like our guy that got hurt last week, Darnold. That's it. That's me. That's all me.
So, I mean, we have to fully commit to the run game. And I'm not saying run McCaffrey into the ground. Chuba's got to be part of it.
Well, and you know what?
Abdullah's got to be part of it.
Arizona's defense is not playing that bad, man.
Yeah, they're a good defense.
Yep.
They're a very good defense.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be a tough test for us. I think they're ranked on defense overall fourth, so right behind us.
Right.
Yep.
Their rush defense is 18th.
Yep.
So we can make up some game there. You know, we can make up some time there, make up some yards there, whatever. We can do some damage in the run game.
I'm just hoping for some kind of maybe we can pull it out. I mean, I don't know that it's going to happen, but it would be a good win. We would need it.
It all comes down to obviously Chase Edmonds is out.
Yep.
It comes down to is Kyler Murray playing and is D Hop playing.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not too worried about D Hop honestly because if he plays, well.
I'm praying that Murray don't play.
If Murray,
even though he's on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
yeah, if Murray plays, then we're in trouble. I mean, this is a team. They're second in the NFL in points. They're third in the NFL in points allowed.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, this defense don't let up points.
Sure.
And they score a lot of points.
So they outscore everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're down Paradis, like we said earlier. We got
And that's
Teckenberg-
unfortunate, man.
we got Teckenberg starting, which is playing pretty well.
He didn't play bad.
We got Irving is going to be a game time decision. So our offensive line, who's already sucks, at least the people in there that are sucking,
Right.
might not be in there. So it could be even suckier people.
And we did sign some people to practice squad today.
What the hell? But we got the unit coming back. Deontay Brown, just throw him out there.
Bulbasaur.
He motherfucker takes up half the
Just
line.
put him out there, man.
Holy shit.
Just
Dude,
put him
he can
out
be
there.
the center and the left guard. Just fucking put him in there.
He might actually be able to be the right guard, the center, and the left guard.
Just put him out
Put him
there.
in the middle. He'll go like this.
Yeah.
Look at that big dude, man.
He's a big son of a bitch.
It's Bulbasaur, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's a big son of a bitch. But yeah, he's
Or
fucking
Blastoise. Is it Blastoise?
Yeah.
What's the one with the fucking cannons on his fucking back?
Blastoise.
All the
Blastoise.
above.
Yeah.
dude. That's one of the original 151. Come
Fuck
on,
'em.
dude.
That's right.
What the hell
All
is
I know is fucking Charizard. Charizard.
I chase you, Pikachu. All right. Anyways,
This show has went south.
yeah, real quick. So, but we have to give time for the defense.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, we can't have them out there for 35 minutes, especially if Kyler Murray's playing.
Nope.
If we give that offense 35 minutes, they might score 85 points on us.
Yep.
So, my bold prediction. And this
Okay.
is this is
What you
fucking
got?
this is bold.
What you
Get it.
got?
Are
man?
you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready, man.
We score 2 touchdowns.
Whoa.
That's 14 points.
What?
Is it?
That's 14
What?
points
Well, I mean,
at least.
without the extra points.
That's bold.
Well, 12 points.
Yeah.
Well, Zane's like our only bright spot scoring wise.
Okay,
so
I
don't
That's my
talk,
guy,
Don't
man.
talk shit.
So we're
about
just
him.
saying automatics for those.
Yeah, we scored. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we scored 2 touchdowns. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying.
That's your bold prediction for
Yep.
offense.
Yep. I mean, that's pretty fucking bold.
All right. So, Justin?
I'm gonna go defense or offense does not have any turnovers.
Pretty
That's
bold.
That's pretty bold, too. PJ's quarterbacking.
No
Sorry.
turnovers.
I know. I'm a hater.
I am too. I just don't want any turnovers.
Well,
Okay.
you hate because he sucks.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
He played for
If he didn't fucking suck, then we wouldn't hate you.
Get
Just
it done.
watch. He's going to go off. Player of the game, Gonzalez.
What?
He's
no,
gonna.
bold prediction.
Well, he's going to bowl protect. He's gonna kick 3 field goals.
3. Okay.
We're going to score 9 points.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, maybe because it goes with my 2 touchdowns, so that'll be like 23 points.
So 3 field goals.
Okay.
That's my bold prediction.
All right, well, that's fine.
Nice.
Does that tell you how I feel about this game?
Ain't gonna be good. Defensive side of the defensive side of the ball, we have to put pressure on. If Murray's playing, put pressure on
Oh
him.
God,
James Conner ain't no slouch either.
dude, he went off last week,
He's got 10 rushing touchdowns this
and
year.
he played well last week.
Yep. So we have to really keep that in check. We got to keep the offense in front of us because they can make the big play in a heartbeat.
And that's what's been killing us is giving up too much rushing yards. That's what's been surprising to me.
yeah, Derek Brown got to clock that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
So my bold prediction is we hold them to 21 points.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's kind of like what I have. And just to tell you real quick,
Okay.
I did this thinking Kyler is going to play.
Yeah, me
So
too.
this
Okay.
is based off him playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, me
So
too.
Kyler's
Okay.
playing. So I have our defense holding Arizona under 30 points. So
We're in the same realm.
With Murray playing, that's probably pretty bold.
yeah,
I'll do the same thing with Murray expected to play.
Mhm.
I say we the defense I don't know, holds us to 2 touchdowns in the second half.
In the second half. Okay.
Within 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Cuz I just don't see
So
it
we're with them 14 points going into the second half.
into the I'll say fourth quarter.
Into the fourth quarter.
Yep.
We're with them 14 points.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, cuz that's how bad I feel about this game.
No. Me too, man.
if Kyler plays.
And bingo, asterisk if Murray plays.
So, score predictions.
This might be. Let me just say this. This might be the first time we all pick us to lose.
I picked it
Yeah.
against us Atlanta.
Yeah,
So-
but
I have us 21-17
losing.
Okay.
All right.
because I can't have them score the more than 21 points because it's my bold prediction.
Did you have my 9? Did you have my 9?
No, I didn't know that. That's why I went 17.
21-17.
Yeah, 21-17.
Okay.
All right. I got us losing 28-10.
2010.
Yeah.
Sarah, do you want to throw in a predictions?
Yeah,
or
go
anything like that?
Sarah.
No, just.
Well, what do you
am
think
I allowed
the
to say it?
Sure.
Yeah, say it.
Go New England.
Okay, there you go.
I mean,
All
I
right.
mean, you
What-
can say that.
What do you
you're-
think the final score of the Panther Arizona game will be?
Just be honest.
You're living in the past right now. We're talking about the future.
So, I feel like when you guys go against the Panthers, it gives good mojo. So you end
Yeah.
up winning. So I'm gonna say they're gonna lose.
Okay. All
But
right.
it's gonna be a close game, and that's all I gotta say.
Close game.
give me a score.
Throw a score out there. 3-2.
Well, that's not even a score possible.
No, it
This
is.
like a
Actually, it
safety.
is safety and a field goal.
Yep.
Safety and field goal. Yes,
That's
it
what I
is.
said, unless there was a safety.
Okay. All right. So what's the
But,
score?
Oh God.
14-7 or something. I don't
Okay.
know.
14-7.
I'm just pulling out
And-
of my Ben Rhodes spirit animal.
Okay. Well, I'm pissed.
Mm-hmm.
So who's
It ain't happening, Mama Jamma.
who's winning? Who's winning?
I said you guys aren't winning
Okay,
because
okay,
it goes
okay.
with the mojo.
Okay. Cool. All
That's
right.
Was there a
the only
score?
reason.
14-7.
14-7.
Only because it goes with the mojo.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
We all like mojo.
Otherwise, I would cheer for you to win.
All right. All right, Mama Jamma.
Okay, I'm going, and I'm actually being nice because I don't think this is gonna be a good
Oh no!
game. I really
hell
don't.
no! This is not gonna be good.
I
at all.
think I said within 14 points of the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Guess what happens? We don't score. 24-10.
24-10?
Cardinals.
Okay.
And that's again what you said, Justin. Murray playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't score in the fourth or the third because we have no fucking.
We don't score in probably in the second
in the
half.
second half.
Yeah. Because our third quarter adjustments are freaking riveting.
Well, when we
Yeah.
go into halftime, they're fucking like taking
Right.
naps or
And
something.
you like that, didn't you?
so-
Riveting.
Riveting.
You can use that. So, rule is riveting.
Riveting.
So, but nah, we lose this week. And then it sets in that next week, which I will say is going to be a pretty lit week
Yeah.
because that's my birthday week.
Did you just say lit?
Dude.
Lit, baby. That's my birthday week as well. So that's going to be a lit week, man.
Doug, calm down.
I think that's going to be a really good week.
Justin, can I talk to you separately real quick? He's saying lit.
Yeah.
Can I
See me in my office.
Time?
So, I mean, I think after this loss, then return of Cam, Rivera coming in, all that crap.
Yeah.
I think the stadium's going to be pretty electric.
Pretty lit.
Yeah, it's going to be lit next Sunday. Not this Sunday.
Next. Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeah.
Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah, so this game we're just gonna cheer and keep it close and all that crap. But again, we are having a watch party.
Yep.
For that game
Yep.
up at On Tap. Come on out. Let's at least try to keep it respectable. Again, 10.5 is the last line I saw.
Yep, 10.5. That's the last thing I saw too.
So we'll see how that goes. But hey, again, welcome back, Cam. Man, we're glad to have you back, and hopefully it works out well.
Yeah.
So we're saying it's happening, Mama Jamma.
It's happening.
It's happening.
I'm pissed.
I'm pissed.
But it's
Well,
happening.
what-
Instead of it ain't happening, it's happening.
So guess what?
Plot twist.
Doug is pissed because we're about to talk about fantasy football.
Can we please not talk about this?
Oh, we're talking
We're
about
gonna
it.
run through it, recap it real quick. Okay.
Steven,
I did sign Cam to my team today.
I did see it.
I let you win.
Yeah,
I
shut-
kept all my points on the bench.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Nope.
You had no points on your
I
list.
will
to
say this:
repeat.
my wife Teresa is doing damn good.
She is.
I'm so proud of her, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this. I know people think that she probably sits on the couch and what should I do? I do not help her. If I did, she wouldn't be doing well. So she's done well, and I'm proud of her.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run down the rank or the records right now. In the East, we have Shay at 7-2. Shay, keep killing it, girl. One of your losses against me. I am 4-5 right behind her. Sarah, you're 4-5 with me.
Yep.
Doug 2-7.
Shut up, man.
And Chiram 2-7.
Me and my guy are bringing up the rear.
Doing
But
good.
we're,
And then
we're keeping it close.
Yep. And then in the West, we got Teresa 7-2. Paul 6-3. Kevin 6-3. Justin 4-5. Chris 3-6. I don't know if Chris even checks his fantasy.
I don't even think he's playing anymore.
And he's got a
I
better
think he
record than you and
pretends
Sharam.
Like he's not
Chris
playing.
has Trevor
Maybe
Lawrence
he
as a starting
actually is
quarterback.
playing.
No, he's not. He cannot be actually playing. Anyways, so we're gonna go to the scoreboard for last week.
Please don't.
I did beat Sarah 118-92.
Because I let you win.
No, okay. My bench from the week that we lost scored more than the points than you'd scored. Anyways, Kevin beat Doug 87-61. Jesus Christ. Justin.
I had 61 points.
He
Man.
did have
Do you
61.
believe that, man?
Uh,
That's what Kobe scored in a game. I mean,
so Chris has got 3 wins, 2 of them against Justin.
Fuck off, Chris.
hey, fun fact.
So Chris won 87-86, a close game.
I beat Chris.
Shay beat Sharam 126-110. And then Teresa knocked off Paul 115-107.
Good. I'm glad. Paul, you suck.
But let's be real. For once, a CSR person beat me in fantasy.
That's true, because
Yeah.
Sarah has been kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Larry won the first
So
time.
I'm
It's fine.
4-1, and CSR is 1-5.
Okay, so
What
whatever.
the fuck kind of math was
What did
that?
she just say?
That was terrible,
There's
man.
been
Okay,
5
Steven.
games because there's 4 of you.
There's
Go over the upcoming
But-
matchups.
But you said 4-1, and then you said 1-5.
Yeah.
Oh, well, 1-4. I
Okay,
don't
okay,
know.
go to this week's game.
Yeah, we're going to the week's game. So I've got Justin.
Bring it, bitch.
I've got Justin.
that 4 left turns is kicking in.
I'm gonna left turn his ass.
Dude, don't threaten me with a good time. Right now you're projected to win by 7 because I have Mark Andrews and Jalen Wall playing right now. They're playing like shit.
All right, you could do projections too.
I'll do it
man,
real quick. Shay is playing you, Doug.
And I'm projected to win.
And no, you're not.
Did it change?
It did.
Oh,
She's projected to win 129 to 126.
Ooh,
probably
it was.
fixed it
It
well.
was.
That's a
Yeah,
close
she
game.
must have adjusted. But that's
Tree-
not bad for me.
No. Yeah, he scored 60 points last week.
But 129 and 126, that's
Yeah.
pretty close.
Yeah, not too bad.
Hey, Miss Meow, I'm kicking that ass.
Teresa is playing Kevin 130 to 129 as a projection.
Ooh,
Whoop his ass.
I hear you.
It's like couples are going at each other. That's kind of funny.
Go,
I don't
Teresa.
even know who I play this.
Sarah is playing Sharam. She's projected 129 to
To
114.
90. To 90.
Yeah, to 90. Nice. And then Paul is playing Chris. He's projected 114 to 84. That's Paul's
114
favorite.
to 0.
Yeah. Well, unless he's playing Justin, then he can just score all the points in the fucking world, apparently. But that's our fantasy football update.
I
there.
hate it.
Foot doll?
Foot
What's
doll.
Foot doll?
Yeah.
Football.
Football. All right, so shout outs.
No,
Are
no,
we
no, no,
doing
no,
questions?
no, no,
We're
no.
doing a question.
Oh, the question. I forgot about the question.
Yeah.
All right, go.
So we're going to do a kind of a new segment here. We're going to do a question of the podcast. And we were talking about this pre-production, pre-podcast,
How
whatever.
could I forget this?
So we want to know everybody's most hated professional athlete.
Most
Somebody,
hated.
when you see their face, He just boils your blood.
You can
just
use
wanna
me as an
squeeze
example.
him.
So like me personally, and we'll go around the horn and say everybody's most hated athlete.
Sarah, you got one?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well, my headphones went out. That's fine.
He's
My headphones went
irrelevant.
crazy.
Tech
He
guy, figure it
is-
out.
Irrelevant.
I think it's something to do with the wire.
Oh, mine's glitching
You good now?
too.
Yeah, it's good,
Good.
now. So
Mine's-
mine personally is Grayson Allen from Duke. And
Yep.
I fucking hate Grayson
And I agree
Allen.
with you.
I hate him so much.
Hey, you know what? He's a trip.
Yeah, no kidding. I fucking hate him. So, I mean, I don't think he's a bad player. I think he has all the
He's
talent
actually
in
a
the world.
decent player.
I just think he does all this shady shit
He's
and
a
terrible
prick.
shit
He's a
that
prick.
that you don't is
He
unnecessary.
is a prick.
And Coach K let it happen.
Yeah.
So
He is your typical Dookie,
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
He's a dick.
But I think
Fuck you, Travis.
I think he. Travis.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
Travis
different.
loves Grayson Allen.
Oh yeah, he's yeah.
How can you love him?
He just fucking
Because he loves Duke.
yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
but
even
there's
as
been
a-
plenty of Carolina players that I don't particularly care for.
even as a Duke fan, like how do you like a player like that?
He's a prick.
Yeah. So that's what I don't understand. So I mean,
So I
Dougie,
100% agree with you on that one.
Dougie, go ahead and throw us yours.
And mine is the all-time. These guys will tell you it just makes my blood boil. I respect the guy as a player. He's one of the greatest ever.
Mhm.
He is. LeBron James. I cannot stand him. I don't like anything about him. I think he's a freaking prima donna, freaking douchebag. I can't stand him. His stance on the police officers earlier, I didn't like. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like it. I think it was unnecessary to even throw it out there.
Right.
So that's why I'm mad at him, was why put it out there?
Right.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah, I agree.
But on the court, I don't like it. I think he's also going back to, we talked about I think it was, we talked about Westbrook being a stat guy.
yeah.
I think LeBron's a stat guy. I think he wants to be so much compared to Jordan. He wants to break any and every record that Jordan's ever had because of the length of time he's played.
Right.
Jordan took a couple years off and played baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, he wants to get his name above Jordan and everything. But there's one he'll never get in above, and that's championships.
Right.
So you know what, LeBron, suck it. I can't stand you. Shut up and go away.
All right, Justin, who you got?
All right, so mine, and it's not because I'm a Braves fan, but is Bryce Harper. I can't stand fucking Bryce Harper. Every time he gets up to the plate, I'm just like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
But it's not because Bryce Harper is a great baseball player,
Absolutely.
and he's been a great baseball player since he was 19 years old, and
Right.
he probably will be for the next fucking 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because of how whiny he is.
Yeah.
Which is almost like what I talked about with Denny Hamlin.
right.
He's a whiner.
So he gets a third call on strike, or he gets struck out, whatever. He's whining and bitching to the fucking umps. Like, I get a lot of players do that, but he does it to the extreme. Like, he gets in an ump's face and everything like that. I just don't like Bryce Harper.
Yeah. I agree.
But also,
I'm there with you.
what happened when he left Washington?
They won the championship.
Yep. They won the
And he
championship.
doesn't have a championship.
And he
Yeah.
doesn't. They do.
All right, Sarah.
Sarah?
Who's your most hated sports?
I have
Person.
a pretend one and a real one.
Well, let's just go with the real one right now.
Pretend.
Pretend is Tom Brady, obviously.
Nah,
but
you can't hate the GOAT.
That's why I said pretend.
You can't hate the GOAT.
But my real one is Scott Speed, which, fun fact, is a NASCAR driver. But
Okay.
Okay.
it's also super hard for me because when I was a kid, maybe it was the Casey Kane effect or whatever. Like, I cherished him and was like, he's the best person ever and blah, blah, blah. But he's a real fun person, is all I'm going to say.
He's a douchebag.
Just been nice
Yep.
about it.
You
Oh,
said
wow.
it, not me.
don't
But
give a
yep,
f-
he is super not nice. That's
Mm.
all I gotta say. So
Well, but guys, I want you guys to please comment, talk to us, let us know.
Yeah.
Who's your most hated sports person? It can be anybody. If you hate Cam, tell us. If you hate Sam Darnold, if you hate Michael Jordan, if you hate
Right.
who doesn't matter. If you have a reason, tell us.
Yeah.
Right.
Let us know. Leave us comments.
Leave us a comment below. And by the way, Carolina did just score.
Okay, cool.
So I think it's 23-13 at the moment. We haven't kicked the extra point.
Yeah, it
But-
was the same guy, Antonio Green.
Yep.
It looks like it, yeah.
So, and he's hurt on the play right now. But hey, there we go. I think we are moving into shout-outs now.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Y'all mind?
No, go ahead.
I'll go first. Couple shout outs real quick. I wanted to shout out. We did this week. We featured NASCAR, right?
Mm-hmm.
And thanks Sarah for coming on because you guys don't talk NASCAR with me. Sarah does. But I wanted to kind of throw I guess a tie-in for one of the reasons I also like NASCAR is, my wife also is a NASCAR fan and her husband. Listen to me. Her dad.
That's you.
Her dad was actually involved in NASCAR. And Raymond Tilley.
Yeah.
He was a driver, short track driver. And Don Tilley with Tilley Hard Davidson. A lot of people know who that is. The big tie into NASCAR. He was involved big time. Funny quick story with the day she and I got married. I remember she said she wanted to get married on May 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Just so happens that was the Charlotte 600 race weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah, you know how big that is.
Oh yeah.
So he came to, he's in the wedding, of course, and we had to get him in his like his tux and get him together. And I was like, oh my God, your dad's gonna kill you. And so after the wedding, man, we got him out of his tux until he could get to the racetrack.
Oh shit.
We could have called our neighbor.
So
Dale Jr.
it was crazy, man. I just remember saying to Teresa, "Are you sure that's when you want to get
Right.
married?" So it turned out to be really cool, man. But hey, he was such a great guy. He passed away a couple of years ago, unfortunately. But big NASCAR guy, and so tie into our family. So
Yeah,
I want
that's
to throw
cool.
that out there.
Hell
So other shout outs real quickly. This past weekend during Charlotte 49er homecoming week, I met quarterback Chris Reynolds' dad, me and my wife, at an alumni event, out at a bar out in Cornelius, which is Piper's at Galway Hooker. Turns out to be his bar.
That's
he owns
badass.
it.
I love that bar.
His name is Dan. Dan Reynolds, nice guy. Met him. He hung out with us. He's also a veteran. So he's a former Marine. Actually, all Marines are always Marines. So hey, great guy. He invited us back. Told us I gave him a couple wristbands. He's like, hey man, this is a true Irish bar, and he gave us the history of it. So hey, wanted to shout out him and the hospitality he showed me and my wife at the alumni event. So hey, appreciate you, Dan. We're gonna definitely look you up, man. We already talked about maybe bringing CSR out to a St. Patty's.
Yeah, that'd be
maybe
badass.
Oh, yeah.
celebration. So hey, man, really appreciated you.
Good luck.
Yeah. And the other shout out I had real quickly, what was it? I believe I was talking about the Panthers organization in general, just at what they pulled off today. I think it was a little bit of a fence mending, as I said earlier. It may not bring us wins, but I do think it was something that Cam needed, the fan base needed, and to swallow your pride a little bit and go out and do what you should have did.
Definitely.
I just want to shout out my football team's fan base, organization. So,
Definitely.
hey, appreciate you, Panthers. You did the right thing today.
Definitely. Justin, you have any?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
First off, I'm going to shout out. It is Veterans Day, so I do want to shout out any future, any present, or any past soldiers that fought for our country.
Yep.
You're the reason why we're able to do these kind of things right now. Do a podcast on a Thursday night because we
Right.
feel like doing it. You fight for our freedoms. You fight for our country, and we love you guys. I had my grandfather, was fought in Vietnam and Korea.
Yep.
My cousin went into the military. I just, thank you guys for your sacrifice for us.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what I have to say about that. You guys want to chime in with that at all?
I agree. I think everybody here has got someone who was, affiliated in the military. We talked about the Marines. Actually, yesterday was their 246th birthday
Yep.
of the Marines. So again, we want to, shout out to the military, man. We can't thank you enough.
Yeah, you can't.
So I agree, Stephen. Great shout out.
I do feel like we should do more for the veterans too, as a country.
Yeah.
Not trying to make a political stand or anything like that, but I do think we need to give them the world because they give the world to us.
Right.
Another thing, this is going to be a little more serious. Not that the veterans weren't, but a little more somber, I guess. We are from Mooresville, me and Justin. We had a young kid commit suicide at his school, which is a tragic event.
Can't even imagine.
Yes, I can't. But we do want to put it out there. There are resources out there. You know, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is out there. It is at 1-800-273-8255. Please, if you're ever in that mindset and ever feel like you have to go that way, please leave that hotline a call. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm sjohnson2834. I talk to me. Talk to anybody.
At KissDude12. Hey, hit me up.
I would rather hear your story than your eulogy.
Yep.
Honestly,
Yep.
It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you're going through. You shouldn't do that. It shouldn't be the path you should go. There's options out there.
There's
for you.
alternatives.
There is. And everybody's loved. I love everybody. You know, I have no strangers to me. I'm a friend to everybody.
Right.
So just know that you're loved.
I've been there too, where people have reached out to me and I've had to be in that situation, but you're not alone. And
Yep.
well, even if you want to talk to me, like I've had to talk people through it, and we're all in this together. So
Yep. Definitely. So that's my last thing. I just wanted to get out there.
Justin,
I'm just gonna do my normal thing.
do it, man.
I mean, Steven hit on some pretty good things there. You know, thank you veterans and everything like that. But guys behind the scenes, you know, tech guy, I always shout you out. You're ugly as fuck, but you know, it's fine. Silent manager, we love you.
She's been quiet tonight.
She has. She did a little ding ding back there, but you know, it's fine.
Ding ding.
She's been changing the channel.
You
Yeah.
have mail.
Yeah. Sarah, I want to thank you for coming on. You know, telling us we suck.
We do suck.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, that's about it.
Social media.
Oh yeah.
That's your segment, man.
Well, thank you, Doug.
Do it, big
Yeah.
guy. Do it right.
I'll do it right.
Do
I'll
it. Drop dead gorgeous.
I'll do it. Drop dead courses.
Come on, you sexy beast.
We are on Instagram, Facebook. Fucking. I always get into this like segment where I go like, we're on Instagram, we're on fucking this, we're on fucking that. So we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're on Spotify. You can listen to us there. You can listen to us on iTunes, Google. You can also listen to us there. YouTube, Instagram. Did I say Instagram?
You did.
There's a link there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our main is Instagram.
Right.
So if you
That's our hub. That's
yeah,
our hub.
that's our hub. So if you really want to follow us,
and we need those followers.
I'll smack that ass like that. But guys, we really appreciate the
Yeah.
following. Please, you know, get out there, share our content, get it out there. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody.
Tell your dog.
Yeah, tell your dog. If you're at work and you are talking about football, be like, hey, Carolina Sports Radio, go check them out.
Yep.
Also, real quick, I just want to say, I
Yeah.
know we were talking about this.
Yeah, go.
You know, we're getting a little longer in our episodes.
Thank you for saying that.
But guys, just stick with us.
And you waited till the
What's happening?
I got to piss. You waited till we should have said at the beginning of the episode that hey, we might want to bring this into segments. So we had to wait till
We'll do that on episode 16.
Oh yeah, no, y'all have to wait until the damn end.
Episode 16. Please do this in 2 parts.
Yeah,
maybe 3. It doesn't matter.
it's fine. It's fine. Please, guys, just stick with us. I know we're getting a little longer. We got a lot of sports to talk about, a lot of stuff, and we kind of, you know, get out there and talk about some other stuff too.
Right.
But we're always going to get back on track, and we appreciate when y'all listen and everything. So, and please give us feedback.
Okay. Sarah does have a shout out too. That she wants to
Go,
do.
Sarah, go.
I got a couple.
Okay.
So
Just go quickly.
it's gonna be quickly. So my number one shout out is to my Uncle Winston
Okay.
because it's Veterans Day.
Definitely.
Oh,
He's
sweet.
my favorite uncle in the whole entire world.
Definitely.
Yep.
Also, obviously, my mom and dad with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Kim and Doug are my favorite cousins in the whole entire world.
Did she say Doug?
Sorry, I can't talk. But obviously, my Aunt Peggy's my number one shout out.
Definitely.
And with that being said,
Hey, the Braves did it for
And Peggy.
Aunt
me
Peggy.
and Peggy, they did it for Aunt Peggy.
That's great.
Yes, that's the number one thing I screamed the whole entire series.
Was
Do
that
it for our
Peggy?
Aunt Peggy.
Yes, go
Hey,
Braves.
hey, it worked.
It did.
But with that being said, though,
Okay.
with my Aunt Peggy,
You're
Her aunt,
I don't
Peggy.
say aunt. I'm not an insect. I don't say aunt. My Aunt Peggy.
Okay,
With
relax.
us being from the north,
Okay.
we say aunt, not aunt.
Okay.
But anyway, this is for my Aunt Peggy.
Okay. Perfect.
It's not funny.
Just the way you say it, you throw R at
Hey,
ant.
Aunt Peggy was the reason the Braves won.
Hey, I love
Yeah.
it.
She was, because with everything she's going through,
Do it for Aunt
But
Peggy.
I'm
she
serious,
deserves it.
I'm
So
agreeing
this
with that.
whole
Yeah.
episode should be dedicated to my
To
Aunt Peggy.
Okay.
Aunt Peggy.
Got it. Was
I'm
dedicated to
There
Aunt
it is.
Peggy.
Aunt Peggy.
friend of this show.
Yes.
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 And the Braves.
Would you
She's-
say?
She has a flip phone,
Friend of the
but
show.
I'm going to make my cousin Kim show it to her.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Flip phone.
Hell yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay, cool.
All
All right, we good?
Yeah,
we're
I think
good.
so.
I think so.
Sarah, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All kidding aside, we're having a good time. It's been a good episode, guys. I know we went long again, like Justin said, and go ahead and get ready for it because, like you said, we got a lot to cover
we
coming
have
up.
a lot to cover.
Yeah.
going
So,
on.
but guys, listen, man. On behalf of everybody involved, we always talk about myself, Justin, Steven, Tech Guy, Silent Manager, Sarah, who's a big supporter of the podcast.
Mhm.
Anybody else out there, everybody, Lake Norman Ride, Caniacs, anything.
Joe.
Well, hey, yeah, Joe Mama.
Joe Mama.
But hey, listen, seriously, guys, we appreciate it. Do leave comments, like Justin said. We need the comments. And that's it, man. But Cam, listen, we want to say this one more time. Cam, welcome home.
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody agree?
Yeah.
All right, we good?
Yep.
We're
All right,
good.
so here we go. We're gonna do our ending
Yep.
on 1, 2, 3.
Keep pounding, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck off.
God.